Anyway, I'm gonna throw Ira's actual token out in hopes that Buster. What? I know you're not there.
We're not there. I'm scared and panicking.
The setup. So I remember Buster and Layla were standing, and Chris, I believe, were standing around Ira's body. And then Kelrick and Joyden had just come back from town. And I think Curtis was just like leaned up against a tree somewhere.
Yeah, I'm watching this happen. I don't want to intervene.
Cool. So last we left off, Buster had decided that the best way to help poor Layla deal with the sorrow of her friend's murder was to burn their corpse that she had been preserving. Buster placed his thumbs together, extended his hands out, and a puff of fire began to form between them. Lots of you wanted to react to this in lots of different ways, but I think the easiest way to deal with that is to roll initiative.
Cool, great.
Okay.
Dear God.
Do you want me to roll initiative for you, Kat?
Ooh, Jordan is on top of it.
I can roll initiative for her pretty easily.
Oh,
got a
I
button
was
that does
just
it.
gonna do it.
Magical buttons.
I'm sorry. I rolled higher than you.
Nah, it's alright. You would take one that's higher.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was rolling with real dice.
Yeah.
I had a dream today, like while I was napping, that the Xfinity guy came and said, "Hey, where's your house at?" And I woke up and the truck was outside, and I didn't realize it was a dream, so I went outside and like a weirdo.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, Cat.
I went outside and like looked around all groggily. Cool. Danny, Curtis gets to react first. So you see the spark of arcane energy form into a flare of fire between Buster's thumbs. What do you want to do?
Gosh. I don't know if that's a good idea. I see. 2.
You would need counterspell to do what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, dispel doesn't work.
Dispel magic removes a magical effect. It can't interrupt somebody casting a spell.
I have counter charm. I don't know if that's quite the same.
No, counterspell is a spell that like uses a reaction and you can stop somebody from casting a spell. Remember, Annette did it to you like a bunch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fun.
she sucked. I loved her.
Let me see. How far abouts is Buster? Like 30 feet?
I don't know. We're gonna assume you're within movement range, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna keep trying stuff.
Yeah, sleep.
And put my ass to sleep.
Unfortunately, nobody in your party has less than 20 hit points, so that has no effect.
Alright. Well, I tried to stop this.
Okay.
I did all I can do.
Well, I got nothing.
I'm going to attempt to tackle Buster.
Cool. I need you to make an athletics check, and Buster, I need you to make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh, ho ho. Lucky for you. Oh.
You rush up and try to grab a hold of Buster. He sort of just steps out of the way and shoves you down into the dirt with one hand and goes back to what he was doing.
Sorry.
Are you?
Not really, but I'm sorry.
Kelrick? Cat, you still with us?
Is your mute on?
Cat. Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
I can hear you typing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What? Nope.
No?
No, now we can't.
She was crying.
Yeah.
I hate my internet.
Oh. We can hear you cry.
Okay, you know what? This is actually perfect because Kelrick is still PTSDing over there, so just
Oh.
Okay.
Just gonna curl up in a little ball.
And
Chris?
he doesn't realize what's happening.
I'm going to try and suplex Buster. Can I do that?
Yeah, make an athletics check. Buster, athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna try and suplex him so that at least if he doesn't stop
Oh shit!
casting,
I literally don't think you can roll below a 6.
I don't.
Especially
My
because you're
athletics
fucking
is
ripped.
9, so
Yeah.
Oh god! I'm just destroyed!
So Buster, you shove Joyden off of you, no big deal, and then you just feel like armored arms come around your waist, and as you look down, you recognize Chris's hands as they clasp at your waist, and then the next thing you see is the sky, and then the ground. You're just, boom, flipped over onto your back. So I'm going to say that will Chris is like slapping your hands to keep you from casting the spell and like
stop that.
turning you away so that you can't face toward it. So she's not gonna let you finish casting that spell. It is, however, your turn.
Oh yeah, get off me! I'm gonna try to.
No.
I'm gonna try to wriggle out of her grasp after catching my breath.
I've been hauling that body around for weeks, not for nothing.
But this should lighten the load for you too. So should I do an athletics?
Yeah, you can do athletics or acrobatics, and then Chris, you can do another athletics for me.
Oh god, I'm fucked.
Pretty.
I mean, there's a chance if she rolls really low. Really high.
Nope.
Yeah, she just like sweeps your feet out from underneath you, like rolls you. She knows all these like fucking wrestling moves. That it's not just that she's that much stronger than you. It's that she like knows how to wrestle, and Buster really doesn't. So you're kind of floundering around, and she's like just wrestling you.
I'm like an alligator in the arms of an expert.
Yeah. Layla.
Layla is going to she's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Not that one, sorry. This one. She's gonna Radiant Soul and black wings come out. They look like wispy smoke tendrils.
Oh, the
Her
feathers.
eyes go white, bright light coming out of her eyes, and you hear what you assume to be a scream, but it really sounds like a TV that's not tuned into a station. That's really ear-piercing.
Yikes.
So when her wings come out, they are no longer white feathery things with little wisps of black smoke coming out of them. They are black, like they look like Iris wings, but made out of smoke, like black tendrils of leathery bat-like wings.
Is this our first time seeing this?
They've been slowly getting weird, but like this is gone weird.
Buster, look what you've done.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to help.
Okay. Curtis.
Oh, me again. Oh. Well, it looks like it's taken care of. Kind of mosey over. Oh, I don't know if I.
Yeah, they're not
anything.
They're not solid, Layla. They're not like they're not like I said. They look like Iris wings, but they're like smoke. They're like black smoke.
Are you gonna be all right, Ira? Not Ira. I'm sorry.
What? Ira's pat the dead body.
Curtis is just now realizing, hey, wait, I haven't seen Ira in like a week. It's down. Hey, you all right?
Ira's dead. I was dead.
I'm gonna go away for like 5 or 10 minutes and try and restart something real quick and see if that fixes stuff. So I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I know it's sad, but you gotta get over it sometime.
She's being tortured in hell. And then more awful scream, high pitch.
I don't know if there's any way we can help.
I'm trying.
I don't know if that was the best answer.
Well, what do you got, smart guy? Get off me!
Buster, you're using the brute force method.
Do
I'm
we
just
need to
gonna
stay?
keep
Do you guys
hugging
want to
you.
just switch to like role play at this point? Do we need to stay in initiative? Plus, you're gonna keep trying to burn the body.
I don't think he can, even if he wants to.
No, I think
Yeah,
I think between Chris and Joyden, they would be able to hold Buster down pretty effectively.
yeah, I don't think you guys have anything to worry about.
Okay. Well, I mean, I understand that the intent for you want to burn the body is still there, but instead of like acting it out round by round, I'll just let you guys do your thing. So go for it.
Okay.
I think I just have Buster in like what's it called? One of those
Full
like
Nelson.
yeah,
That's
and
where
I'm just
you
like
thread your arms
slowly
from their arms behind and the hands to the back of their heads. Their arms are like flop, 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 flop.
yeah, I'm just like patting his head also while I'm doing this. I'm like, shh,
Don't pat me, do it.
okay, no, shh, it's fine.
I look at Layla, or I get between Layla and Buster, and try not to show any emotion, but deep down, kind of scared, and just like Layla, Buster has the best intentions. He's only trying to say that you need to keep a hold of yourself and don't succumb to grief.
She
We'll fix this.
she just looks at you with white eyes and just like the most intense stare. And then you hear more of this very, very, very loud, like deep bell chiming.
See, she's dangerous.
No, yes.
She's gonna
but-
turn against us. She's gonna kill us all.
Will someone put a muzzle on Buster?
He's
You're gonna make it worse.
just starting to foam at the mouth angrily.
No,
But Buster,
can I drag Buster like slowly into this river over here? Give him a little bath.
Wash the cranky away.
Yeah.
So me and Keller, we had done a reconnaissance, and we need to be quiet because these dragons are searching for us or anybody, and will try to kill us.
And
So,
like to put like an exclamation point on Uzi's like or Joyden's statement, there's like a sudden rush of wind, and you guys look off, and maybe a mile off to the east, you can see one of the dragons swoop, and you can actually feel the wind off of its wings from here.
Yeah.
It hasn't
So-
noticed us yet, right?
I don't know.
no,
Dragons can see pretty far. They got pretty good eyes.
yeah, but it was flying away from us.
Can they
our
smell
area.
well?
I think they have pretty good noses too.
Are we downwind of it?
It doesn't seem to. It's far enough away that it doesn't seem to have noticed you guys, but it is doing like a patrol. And every once in a while, you see it like land, and then there's a bunch of destruction wreaked, and then it takes off again.
Like it.
Oh,
So, if we're going to have this conversation, I think we should have it under safer circumstances.
I think Layla's gonna pick up Ira's body and she's gonna go and put it back in the bag of holding.
Well,
No,
Chris
wait just a
carries the
minute.
bag of holding, and she's
No.
currently dragging Buster away.
Chris,
No.
can I have the bag?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Can I grab the
No.
bag off of Chris's butt?
Yeah, you can take it.
Okay.
I stick out my butt so you can grab the
Yeah,
bag.
thank you. She gives you a little pat and gives you guidance. in
Oh,
case you
thanks.
need it.
Oh,
And then she, like her wings drop off and she picks up Ira and you can see that she's crying and putting the body back in the bag of holding.
Oh, we're not leaving this place until you leave Ira here. Ugh,
I
let
don't.
me go. I speak the
Ethan.
truth.
I think this would be a bad place to leave Ira. Like, there's no meaning in like burying her out here.
mm-hmm.
So, you might as well hang on to her until we can find a good place to bury her.
Fucking fine.
We'll find a way to bring Ira back.
And then Buster's arm just kind of go limp, and you can tell he's just kind of given up.
And
At
then
this
I
point.
drag Buster all the way into the water.
Oh, he's just all sopping wet.
Yeah, here you go, buddy. You'll feel better once you cool off a little bit. It's fine.
Okay, so Buster
He's
settles
fine.
into the water.
Yeah, I'm in here too.
Kelric, yeah. So the two of them, they're just sort of like, at this point, they're having like do you still have him from behind?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's given up now. So
This is just having like a nice hug out
Yeah.
the water.
I'm glad someone finally gave him a bath.
Hey, shut up!
He takes baths all the time now.
He's a clean gene now. He's just pissed.
Okay, so that, for the moment at least, seems settled, but I feel like it's an argument you'll have again in the future. So the question becomes, there's dragons afoot. What do you guys, and you guys were traveling toward, you're on the outskirts of Darkhold, which is mostly just the castle. You can see the town below it has been scorched or acid eaten away. Joyden and Kelric explored it a bit, weren't able to find anyone surviving. The castle itself, you can see the ripped banners that once hung on the outside of the castle up on the cliffs, still sort of half flapping in the wind. And they do have the symbol of the Zentarum on them, actually. But other than that, other than the dragon that slowly circles above head and then eventually returns back to Darkhold, there's not much going on. So I don't know if you guys want to like try to sneak past this or avoid the dragon entirely, or if you want to go investigate the Darkhold itself. There were actually two dragons that Chris was able to identify, both of them black dragons and both of them fairly young.
One male, one female.
Correct, yeah.
Well, they seem very happy. We should leave them alone.
I agree with you, Buster. I think that we should leave sleeping dragons where they lie.
Yeah, Chris can tell this wasn't like, she also was or they were also able to identify that this is not like horde building behavior. Like they didn't come here to take over this place and like, build their horde and sleep for 1,000 years, which is what dragons like to do. It was more like they came here and just destroyed things.
Well, doesn't seem like they can be reasoned with right now. Or ever. But especially not now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have anything that really lie.
What time is it?
It's at this point, because you've been traveling most of the day and then you went into town and explored and then came back out and had a nice little argument. It's probably getting close to evenings. It's like sunset, dusk.
I guess we need to find a place that looks cozy.
I don't want to be anywhere near Darkhold.
Yeah, I'd vote to keep moving through the night.
Yeah, I'd rather not stick around where big flappy boy and girl can get us.
Listen, Layla, we can't bring Ira back if we're all dead.
Yeah, I'm just worried that the exhaustion might kill us.
Yeah, if you guys push, you can travel and push through the night, but you will all take a point of exhaustion.
We can try to make camp without a fire and try and just like lay low.
Sleep under the stars.
Or like a big rock, maybe.
A cave,
A
maybe.
big acid proof rock.
That would be good. An acid-proof rock.
Uh-huh.
Is there a place where there's like a lot of dense tree cover that's nearby? Kind
If
of
you guys,
around.
if you guys want to try to find a place that like would give you better cover,
Yeah.
you make a survival check if you're somebody who's proficient in survival.
Is Kellrick doing okay?
Kelrick
Kelrick's
fell asleep.
rebooting.
He just kind of cried himself to sleep.
I'm
Kelrick
proficient
might-
in survival.
Kelrick has a
What is it?
+7 to survival.
Are you gonna roll for Kelrick?
I can, yeah. Does somebody
Can I
want to help him?
assist?
I'll help, but I don't have proficiency.
That's okay. Not great, but not terrible. Kelrick, with a few minutes of searching around, finds there's like an outcropping of rocks that backs up into the forest, and then so on one side there's a bunch of rocks you can put your backs up against, and there's tree cover over the top of it. So make you less visible from the sky, and give you like a place to kind of hunker down where it's not too brambly.
Cool.
Sounds good. That's
Let's hole up in there.
where I'd go.
Okay. So you guys set an uneasy camp for the evening. I assume you set a watch.
Yeah, I'll do first watch.
Okay. So you set a watch. What I'll have you guys do is just make group stealth checks for me, and I'll give you advantage due to Kelrick's finding a place for you to hole up.
So it's just a normal roll?
Just a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, now it works. There we go.
Gotta drag this guy out so that I can
Whoa.
get into his character sheet here.
That's a ruse, bitch.
Oh god.
Bigger than a city.
This is bigger than several, yeah. 20, 23, 15. Okay. I think enough of you passed that over the course of the night. The dragon is not going to discover your location, but there is a point during someone's watch around probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning where you can feel like that gust of wind coming, and the like drumming beat of the thing's wings, and it sweeps past the group of you, and at some point hovers over the top of the camp for a few seconds. And there's a moment where whoever's on watch sort of starts leaning out to go wake everybody up and be like, ah, fuck. And then the wing beats pick up again, and the dragon circles off into the darkness.
Whew.
Oof.
Buster was snoring too loudly. Apparently.
1, 2, 3.
That echoes throughout the cave.
Those dad snores coming in.
So eventually the dragon seems to break off its patrol, and they're early in the morning, right around dawn. The sound of wing beats overhead seem to fade away. You don't seem to hear it circling around any longer. Either one of them. So if you wanted to try to push on without being seen by it, now would be the time.
Well, let's leave.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's leave quietly.
Breakfast yet?
Uh, we,
It's fine.
You
I'll
can
go.
eat on the road.
We'll take
can
it to
eat
go.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another round of stealth checks, but I will have Kelrick cast Pass Without a Trace so that you guys get a +10.
Yay.
Okay. How long does it take to put in heavy armor? A long time. I better just hold on.
To take your armor on and off?
Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's
do we
like
still have
15 or
advantage?
20 minutes.
I
You do not have advantage, but you do get a
Oh.
+10.
So I got a 24.
So we'll just take the number on the left. Except for Susie. Oof. Not good, Kelrick. But still. Yeah, you guys are fine. So Kelrick wakes up in the morning. Maybe it was his watch where the dragon circled above head. He seems a bit frazzled in the morning and bumping into things, stepping on twigs. Very, very uncharacteristic of his normal way of moving. He just seems like a big lumbering fool. But you guys do manage to travel out past Darkhold without seeming to attract the attention of either of the dragons, sort of leaving them behind. The destruction, however, of the surrounding area as you begin traveling further out doesn't get any better. Um, what kind of breath weapon these guys got? No. So there are places that are acid eaten and destroyed and pulled like by the dragons that you've passed, but as you get further along in the time or further along in your travels, the damage type seems to change. The scorched areas and the burned out farms go from having this thick, like black, almost burned look to them to just being like rotted away.
Hmm.
There are trees that are just wilted and like slowly turning to sawdust. There's buildings that have like decayed rapidly. They look like the building itself was like soaked with water and then left to rot over hundreds of years, but they're not wet. They're just rotted and pulled apart. Um, yeah, it's just a swath of destruction. Also, over the course of the next couple of days of travel, the terrain begins to change. It goes from forested area to with mountains to the edge to more and more sort of rolling hillocks that are like scrublands or grasslands. Still with the Sunset Mountains over on your constant right. And the grasslands begin to give way to more and more um, desert-like terrain. Joshua trees and the bushes all get pokier. The grass gets more and more sparse. Um, it's just that slow transition into a more desert-like terrain as everything sort of starts to thin out. Life gets to be less and less abundant. As you guys travel, it also it gets hotter. You're going from a temperate sort of fairly wet, and you can feel the heat and the sun beating on you now, and the it's harder and harder to find shade. And yes, Layla can create food and water.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, and I guess since we don't have horses or anything, because we couldn't find any, I'm just gonna fill like the water barrels that we have in our bag of holding and with the excess, because it says 45 pounds. So if we need to fill up throughout the day, I don't have to recast. We have the access to it. But then it goes away at the end of the day.
The food spoils. The water is fine.
Oh, okay.
The food spoils if not eaten, if it left uneaten after 24 hours. The water is clean and doesn't go bad.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then that way we
So
don't have to stop for rations or anything.
I'm gonna do what I've been doing for travel. So to go from Darkhold for the Well of Dragons, it's gonna be probably 3 or 4 days of travel on foot. If you guys just travel at a fairly decent pace, so what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna do another skill challenge. So 3 successes versus 3 failures. You guys tell me what skills you want to use and how they are useful.
Aw.
Can I? I don't have any good skills for making us go faster.
Can I?
It's not about going faster. It's about whether or not you're delayed.
I'm only skilled in deception, insight, persuasion, and sleight of hand.
You could deceive us into seeing that there's an oasis on the horizon, so we run
Aw.
faster.
Guys, it's not that far. We're just gonna.
It's not like the rolling hills and like it's not like the Sahara. It's more mountainous and big spars of rock sticking out everywhere. There's plants, it's green. It's just becoming less and less like negative cat.
Nope.
Sorry, cat.
It's just becoming less and less green and fertile. Um, I don't know. If you look up pictures of the Mojave Desert, it'll be a good good indication. So there's long, flat plains of just scrub brush and Joshua trees and the occasional cactus and little tufts of grass, and then off to your
Oh,
right are
okay.
these big giant mountains with more fertile ground in them. But it's not just rolling hills of sand, at least yet.
Look at the Buddha. So it's kind of like Big Bend, a little bit.
No.
Hmm.
Sure. Let's roll a survival check for Kelric. A 13. Yeah. So during the hottest parts of the day, Kelric tries to shelter you guys with the by growing a giant ass tree once a day. And it provides
Aw.
shade for you guys, but it's more of like it doesn't prevent any obstacles, I guess. So that is technically a failure. Now let's call it DC 10. We'll say that one's a success.
Oh.
No.
So it keeps you guys from getting burnt up during the day.
Nice.
Shade.
Ah.
I got medicine, but I'm not proficient, and I just have a high
Uh,
plus to it.
Has to be a skill you're proficient in.
I have nothing. Okay. I could slide a hand check to see if anybody needs some refreshment.
Let me check your asshole.
Nah.
Ah.
Can I try an acrobatics check to see
Yeah,
if people
if you can describe
like-
like what you're doing with your acrobatics, that
So I essentially want to like coach everybody to traverse through these mountainous desert area, just like to tell people watch their footing or
sure.
grab on.
So you're like
or,
scouting the path
I guess,
ahead, and you're
rock.
doing that like a mountain goat, like bouncing around.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Make an acrobatics check. Okay, that's 2 successes. So Joyden spends a lot of her time in the heat and the sun doesn't bother you much, Joyden. You're
'Cause
being
my hat
resistant.
is-
Yeah, you're being resistant to fire. Like you can't sunburn. So yeah, but Joyden scouts out during the day when you guys rest. Joyden picks the path ahead of you, finds the easiest way for you guys to go. Sometimes climbing up on the high things or bouncing up into the cliff sides of the mountains near you. It's a look around and then returning back. So we need one more successful roll of some kind.
Can I use my immense strength to hold other people's packs to give them like a break while we're
A break.
walking?
Sure, yeah. Make a athletics check.
Oh.
Yeah, no problem. So Chris carries much of your guys' burdens during the days of travel. You did a performance check once before, Curtis, for the same thing.
Yeah, it's all I can do.
Do it again.
Fine.
It's repeatable. You guys travel, it gets hotter. Eventually you come to what's marked on the map, at least, as the area called the Well of Dragons. The Well of Dragons is how do I describe it? Like, can I find a good picture of it to show you guys? Hang on. It used to be like a dragon like graveyard.
Like similar to like the elephant graveyard?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
100%. It's where dragons would travel here to die as like a final resting place.
So it's like tar pits everywhere.
No, it's a big I'm trying to find like there's a map of it, sort of. It's more like just like a big hole in the center of the desert. Hang on, here's a map of it. There. So there's this big hole in the center of the desert, a divot. And inside of this divot in the ground is just scattered with bones. Some of them huge, some of them small, and then all darted throughout the interior of it. You can see these little holes, these little cavernous entrances that go into the sides and burrow off into different areas. And then in the center of it, there's like a pillar that rises up out of the very center, and it's flat on top, like a butte, but level with the ground you're standing on it. And there used to be a bridge that went out to the there used to be a bridge that went out to the center of the spar, actually 3 or 4 of them, but it's long since been destroyed, rotted away like much of the rest of it. And then in the center there, you can see the remnants of what was once a camp. But the camp itself is gone, completely wiped out. I'll go ahead and have you guys make perception checks for me. Whatever people had decided to take up residence here seem to have either been killed or taken out or left. I guess I can roll for Kelric as well. Perception. Okay. So Kelric and Joyden, you both of you guys sort of pick up on this. Over as you guys are coming in this way, over to your right, maybe a few hundred feet, a few birds sort of flutter out of a nearby bush, and the bush moves slightly.
Birds flew out, and then the bird.
Flew out of the bush, and that attracts your attention, and that you can see the birds moving slightly. Sorry, the bush. Something spooked the birds out of the brush.
Guys, I think we're being watched. Point to the bush. Draw my arrow by the fire.
So you pull out your bow?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a voice that calls out from behind the bushes that just goes, wait, don't shoot us. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
There's another voice that comes from the other side of the little road that you guys are on, like from another bush, that says, we apologize. We did not know if you were going to attack.
Well, I thought you were sneaking up on us, so since you announced yourself, I cautiously dropped
these two figures like sort of stand up out of either side of the road. One of them is a big-looking dude. He's maybe like 6'1", 6'2", very dark, like olive-colored skin. His long black hair pulled back into a tight braid, and he's wearing clothing that's almost the same color as the dirt and sand and brush around you, but very light and almost no fabric. He has a bow in one hand and like a small sword in the other, and then across the way a woman stands up with the same hair and braid, and similar clothing, but much smaller and slighter looking. And they go, they shake their heads and say, "No, we heard you coming up the road. We hid because we were scared."
Insight check.
Are we interrupting
19.
anything?
Insight.
Hang on.
Okay.
Slow your roll. Hang on, I gotta throw a token out in order to get a character sheet. You're not really buying it. They don't seem to pose a threat to you at this moment. But you don't think that they were hiding because they were scared.
All right, enough with the lies. Why were you really hiding?
And the two of them sort of like exchange a look, and they're like, the woman shrugs, and the dude says something in a language none of you speak, with long, like flowing rhythmic syllables to it, kind of sing-songy in the way it sounds. And she shrugs and says, please, we were trying to find a way out of here. We thought if you had horses or water, we could take them and use them to flee. But she shrugs. There's far too many of you.
Also, we definitely don't have horses. You think we'd be on foot out
She
here?
nods.
We
Do
would.
you want water? We have water.
They look at each other and they're like, "Is your friend going to shoot us? Can we approach?"
No, she's not gonna shoot you. I don't think.
Not yet.
Jordan, are you feeling itchy?
I got a scratch on my back. Hold on. I put my bow up. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
All right, just hold that itchy. She's quite funny, really.
They sort of nod and begin to nervously like walk towards you. The pair of them from either side. They put their weapons away. And yeah, they'll take water and they're like, So, what brings you to the Well of Dragons then? I can't have come here to trade. There's nothing left to trade with.
Well, this is more of like a stop on the road.
They sort of look at each other. The
Thinking.
road ends here.
Yeah, we're going where there are no roads. We're gonna go somewhere.
Roads? Where we're going. We don't need any
We
roads.
don't need roads.
Uh,
Where we're going.
she nods. The dude just sort of stands there like quietly. And she goes, "You plan to travel into the Anarok then?"
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
How
She
do
shakes her
you
head.
know that?
Because it is the place where there are no roads.
Oh,
If you go the other
Fair
way,
point.
there are roads, even through the mountains. She nods toward the Sunset Mountains. She says, but out in the Anarok deserts, there are no roads left. And I would not suggest traveling there.
Have you been through the Anarch Desert?
She nods. The guy snorts, like a little annoyed, and she nods, kind of looks at him a little angrily and says, we are Badin. We are from the desert, people of the desert. Uh, we came here. Whatever beast was guarding this place is gone. So we came here to scavenge, maybe to steal.
Oh.
So you could tell us a lot about the desert then. Like,
She
Yeah.
nods. Yes, but the thing that was here, it is traveled out there. We are afraid to return.
What's the thing? Dragon, I take it, probably.
She shakes her head. Um, when it attacked the caravan we were with, it looked sort of like a dragon, but it was like a and she says a word to him, and he like in the language that you guys don't understand, and he looks at you and says, it was like a mist, a black mist, but shape of a dragon.
Well,
She
that's
nods.
very ominous.
uh, sorry, one more time. What people did you say you are?
Badin.
Adine. Have you heard? Have you heard of the Alcazel? Is that tribe related to you?
She nods. The Alcazel? Yes, they live further north. Um, toward the Sea of Ice.
Oh, okay, so way towards the north.
She nods. But all people of the desert are Badin, even the Alcazel.
And what
They
tribe
are
are you
the
from?
they are nomads like us. They travel. They would often be guides for people traveling through, but she shrugs. Sure. Arcana.
Calric's rolling Arcana.
You don't know, unfortunately, Kelric. It's not something that sounds familiar. Maybe some kind of like undead dragon? I don't know, this is like a graveyard for them, so could be.
So like a ghost dragon. Would I know anything about such a thing?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check or a nature check for me with advantage.
Ooh.
Go bad both of those.
Um, Chris, there's lots of dark colored dragons, but ones that give off like a shadow or a mist like that, not something you've ever heard of.
Hmm.
My parents wouldn't have told me stories of the spooky
No.
ghost dragon.
Oh.
Maybe,
Aw.
but like it doesn't match up. Like it's not. They're not describing the same thing.
If it's arcana, could I try it?
Sure. Yeah, you're
Uh,
proficient.
I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Curtis, the wisps of black smoke ring a little bit of a bell for you, but I think more than that, it's the realization of what the Well of Dragons is
Hmm.
and the camp. You know a lot about less about dragons, but a lot about cults.
Hmm. That
And
I do.
there used to be a cult that was fairly popular a few years ago called the Cult of the Dragon. And they wanted to like bring Tiamat back and let her rule the planet. And one of the ways they were doing that was taking places of importance for dragons and like trying to force dragons into doing things for Tiamat, both good and evil. And based on your memory, when they took over the Well of Dragons, they made an agreement with a shadow dragon to be its
Hmm.
like guardian.
Hmm. Does it, I don't know if I can read from how spooky this place is, if I feel like it's still here.
There's been no giant. There's been no roars of anger or breath weapons thrown at you. You hear no flapping wings. Like it doesn't seem like it's still here.
Does the well give off just a spoopy feeling? An ominous feeling?
Kind of, but like in the same way any graveyard does, where it's just sort of quiet and it's a place where you know a lot of dead things like are. So it's kind of odd and uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's peaceful and kind of beautiful because it's this field of dragon bones. Like there's skulls and bits of bones sticking up out of the rock, and you can tell it's been used for hundreds, if not thousands, of years as a place where dragons would come to their final rest.
Hmm. I see.
So it does sort of,
Uh,
it's not a place you would probably want to take a nap.
do weird things happen at night?
Shrug. You have to be here at night to find out.
Oh gosh.
Oh, can we ask them? Do weird things happen at night here?
They shake their heads. We have heard stories of ghosts and monsters, of the bones walking up out of the pits, but our people don't come here. This place was
Hmm.
held by a bad lot.
Oh yeah, like what?
She shrugs. They worshipped the dragons, believe. They wanted this place to do some kind of experiments. We don't
Hmm.
know. We don't come here often.
Mm.
So why are you
Can I
here?
summon a truth?
Can.
May I?
Yeah.
I'd like to. So, do
Um,
you wonderful folks know anything about the cult of Tiamat?
Charisma saving throws. 18
Ooh.
Ooh.
and a 12. So one
Whoa.
of them probably fails. Uh, it's the big dude who hasn't spoken much. He just suddenly blurts out, "We were in the cult for almost a year," and then she like looks at him confused. Um, and she says, "Rahid," and she chatters at him in the language that you guys don't understand.
What made you decide to give that life up?
Well,
Uh,
I'm sure it's important information we need to know.
she's like, "You will not speak anymore," and he just looks at her and shrugs. And she says, As I said, a caravan we were on was attacked. We came here to hide some years ago, a year or so ago, and the the cult took us in. They gave great promise of wealth and power, and she shrugs. We know the desert, so we worked as scouts for them.
Oh.
Went out for supplies, watched for lost travelers. When the shadow dragon was unleashed, when he went nuts a few weeks ago, lost his mind. He destroyed everything and flew off into the desert.
Sounds about right.
What of your cultist friends?
She shrugs. All dead, I suppose. We have found no others that survived.
And then I insight her. I want to know if she's lying to me.
Trying to find the name of the shadow dragon that was Nergoth. Cultist free the shadow. Built a citadel. Yeah. She's not good at lying.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
This seems to be mostly truthful, Layla. Mostly. They may not be like up and up, like good, upstanding citizens. They may be kind of scoundrels. But this seems to be the truth.
Well, we need to go into the desert, and you could stay here, I guess, and jump the next set of travelers that comes by, which I don't.
She starts to shake her head, and he says, "There is nothing in that desert but death. Why would you want to go in there?"
You see, I've already been dead. So,
I would prefer to avoid that. She looks at him and she's like, "Rahib, you speak too freely."
I mean, I don't think that's an uncommon notion to want to avoid death.
It is not his place. He
Oh, if
shrugs.
he wants to speak, let him.
She just looks annoyed, but he doesn't say anything else. And then after like a couple seconds, she says, "Rahib talks too much, but he is right. The shadow dragon has fled off into the deserts. There is nothing out there but death, wandering creatures, sands that will blast your face, storms that come up out of nowhere of wind and terror. What is so important out there that you must travel out into the desert to seek?
You
Some
said
great
your
treasure?"
shadow dragon went nuts and killed everyone or whatever, right?
She nods.
We're trying to stop that from happening everywhere where there are dragons.
yeah, they all seem to have lost their minds.
Well, most
Gone
of them.
into a rage, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some probably didn't have minds in the first place. He looks at Chris.
Yeah, me.
Jordan.
Sorry,
Rude.
Oh.
zone of truth.
He's not in it. She's not in it. She's using an excuse. I mean, I'll leave it up to Uzi whether or not Jordan's in the zone of truth, but I think it's funnier if she's like a foot outside of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Like I thought I was affected, but I'm not in it. Just
I assume we're just kind of sitting in a close circle anyway.
Oh my God.
Just kind of chilling by the bones.
The woman looks at you and says, well, good luck with the preventing dragons from destroying the world with their anger then.
Cool. Thanks.
Well,
Where you know the desert, where are you going? I can at least tell you the direction.
that would be great because we're looking for a city or a tower or a landmark.
She nods. And she says,
Uh,
what tower? What color?
Can I I want to get a little bit closer while we're talking, and I want to look her up and down, and I want to look for any
Tells.
I want to look for Asmodeus shit, cause I am real untrustworthy right now. I'm not trusting anyone. And if these
She
people were
nods.
sent by Castellanters, I don't trust it. So I would like to look her real thorough. See if she's got any kind of cult memorabilia. I don't know, something that says something something Castellaners kill Layla. I don't know.
Time
Have
in the
I
Definitely
cult.
ever
was.
just given you a letter from the bad guy? Like, is
Pretty
that?
sure it's happened.
I don't think it's ever happened.
Pretty sure it's
We
happened.
run into cult members that have had like medallions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not
but-
like a letter that's like with their orders on it.
Hmm.
Just like walks up to us, like reading off of a piece of
Yeah,
paper.
it says here we have to go find this chick named Layla and murder her.
That sounds right.
Hey, are you Layla?
Yeah.
Do you know this Layla on this piece of paper I got here?
How's it
I gotta go
spelled?
murder this lady.
Looking her over, she has the clothing and weapons and things that I described. There's no like holy symbol on her. She doesn't have a pack or anything with her. It's just she's just got like the shirt on her back and a bow and a quiver of arrows and a short sword, and that's about it.
Have you seen anybody else other than us come through? Besides the
No,
dragon.
not in several days.
Okay. Which direction were the other people going?
She looks and says, the other members of the cult of the dragon were the only ones we saw. And as far as I know, they are all dead.
Okay.
No one was traveling. But the tower you were looking for, what color is it?
Do we
Chris, what
know?
color is it?
Do we know what color it is?
All I know is that it's called the Netherese Tower. I don't.
She nods. There are several ancient towers out in the desert.
Is it black? Count.
There's a black tower near Orphan. There's do you call it a city that has been built on on the top of a mountain, but she keeps like turning her hand over, like flipping it over. And it is laying out there as many of the Netherese sites are. I would not go there, but she shrugs. I would not go in the desert. It is several days travel. If you follow the trade routes from the caravans, you'll come to the Lion's Eye Oasis. It will be the only oasis for maybe a week. From there, if you head east toward the mountains, you will come to the Black Tower.
Okay.
Said east from Oasis.
She nods. If you follow the trade routes, you will find it.
Other towers?
She nods.
Anything? No.
Berlith, Varulo, there are many ruins out in the desert. Once there were great cities there, and they have long ago been swallowed up, but there are remnants.
Can I turn to her partner?
Sure.
What was your name, kind sir? Rahid? Is any of this
Are you-
true?
He nods.
We should be making our way to an oasis.
He nods. If you want to travel through the desert, you will need to find many oases.
Did
Hmm.
From further north from here, it turns to flat packed sand, rolling dunes until you reach the mountains again.
Did you? I offer them some food because we have extra food. And I go, did you see a man, kind of a dwarven looking man with a staff come through here?
They shake their heads.
Hmm.
Kelric, they didn't interact with the dragon on a regular basis. Just suddenly one day it came swooping up out of the caverns in the well and started murdering everyone. So from their point of view, it just snapped.
Hmm.
But they weren't one of the people that like went down into the yeah, it could have been something that took time, like happened over time, but it wasn't something that they witnessed.
Okay. Well, if you if you guys plan on traveling back to civilization out west, there are acid dragons in Darkhold. Seems like a mated pair. You might want to give that a wide berth. And we don't know anything else about the other cities. We haven't been up to Hard Buckler, but everything to the east of Scornbell seems to be almost in ruins. Much like here.
They kind of nod and then look at each other and conversate. And then I think she. Why don't you go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, Layla?
Okay. Otherwise, I mean, you could try coming with us, or go too well at 13.
Sure. She looks at you and nods and says, "Fine then. We will If East is also terrorized by dragons, at least traveling with you, we will be in numbers. We can take you to the tower you seek, but we are not much in the way of fighters.
That's fine.
Hunters, but not fighters."
That's cool. We do the fighting around here.
Yeah.
We do a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Do a lot of
Sometimes in between and with enemies.
stabbing.
Looks over at Buster.
Buster is like, you look over and Buster's just been glaring at you the whole time anyway.
Aw.
Can't talk now, glaring.
This map is blurry.
Careful you don't get any sun in your eyes, Buster.
Get put. His eyes are just kind of frying from the sun.
Real red.
Me. Because you have people traveling with you that know the desert. Let me get.
Link.
Let me get this old ass picture. Boop. There we go. I think that's. It's not
Ooh.
color, but it's readable.
Ooh. Oh my.
The gap of skull.
Oh. Hello.
Okay. So they were suggesting that you use the trade route, which is the little dotted line, to travel up toward the Lion's Eye Oasis, and then there's an actual paved road that goes from that oasis out to Orifin, which is where they're indicating the runes that you guys are after are the big black tower.
Mm.
Cool.
It will be several days of travel.
Sounds exciting.
So the question becomes, what do you guys want to do next?
Well, should we actually let these guys go on their way, or like?
Wait, I thought they were following us. I mean,
I thought they were
traveling with us.
leading you.
Yeah, they're taking us there.
Oh, cool, sweet.
That's what I meant. Before we leave the Well of Dragons, I want to ask them. So you mentioned the Shadow Dragon possibly guarding something here. Do you happen to know what it was, or what you might be looking for?
What? The Shadow Dragon what?
The Shadow Dragon was guarding something whenever it left the Well of Dragons.
She shrugs again. The dragon, I assumed he guarded this place? The bones of his kin? I do not know. The cultists? She shakes her head.
Can we like look around for any salvageable things or
Sure,
things of value.
you can make investigation checks if you guys want to spend like the day here doing that.
Okay.
I mean,
Hmm.
might as well. There's no dragons here right now, so it's less
I
scary.
mean, I don't know if we know that, but I'll wait outside.
Outside the well? In the
Mhm.
desert?
Sure. I mean, everybody got above a 10. Let me see. I'll just have you guys do.
Aw.
Let's just do this. I'll have you guys roll a D100 for me.
Hmm.
All of us?
Yeah, individually. Okay, Layla, a 19. Layla, scattered about, you find about 25 gold pieces worth of coin, a couple of like bracelets. Some of this stuff may be on rotted away bodies that look like they've decayed rapidly. But yeah. Joyden. Can you roll a d6 for me?
6.
Mm-hmm.
Kat, do you want me to roll for you? Or do you just want Chase to roll for you? So,
Oh.
And on C. Okay, roll one more 1d100 for me.
So close.
You find a random spell scroll of some kind. Hang on.
Some kind.
Uh,
Got it. So what does that do?
Hang on.
Oh, just kidding.
Cleric. 5th level. You find a spell scroll of Hero's Feast. Oh wait, no, that's 6th level. I lied. You find a spell scroll of Mass Cure Wounds.
Nice.
And
I
then
immediately hand it to Layla.
Curtis
Oh, thanks,
got
Jordan.
an 84. Curtis, can you roll a d6 for me?
Mm-hmm.
I give you one of the bracelets that I found off a corpse.
4. And then roll a d100 4 times.
Oh
It
gosh.
matches my skin. Compliments.
Or just 4 d100. I'll just make sure not to add them together. Ooh, 97. What's that? You find in like one of the burnt out like huts near the base of what was probably a tower at one point, shoved back in a pile of rubble, you find a set of what look like bronze horseshoes. They're horseshoes that are still in like perfect condition, and made out of some kind of bronze. 69. Yeah, nice.
Hmm. Nice.
Nice.
You find a scroll of raised dead.
Ooh.
3. A potion of mind reading. You found like somebody who's important's tent. An elixir of health. I don't know
Holy
what that does.
shit.
Okay, who rolled next? Chris.
Ooh,
Right? Good. Oh, I skipped Buster. Buster, did I do
Oh.
you yet?
no.
Okay.
Sorry to barge in.
You actually find the exact same thing as Layla. 25 gold pieces and random stuff.
Ooh.
Like, Buster, Jordan, Layla, Buster, Jordan, Curtis. So Chris, you got an 82. So roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Be on the same table.
Hmm.
Roll 6100s.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
She's
Ooh.
well, isn't she like a dragon pretty much? I mean, come on. She's finding all the good stuff.
I know where all the good loot is.
That's right.
Probably, yeah. Chris
Mm,
probably
sniff
finds
it
like the
out.
dragon's actual like little stash somewhere, like whatever's left of his hoard. You find a spell scroll. Death ward.
Ooh. I look around and I'm like, who can I give this to?
A potion of superior healing.
Ooh.
40.
Dang.
A potion of gaseous form.
Ooh.
39. Another potion of gaseous form. And then 85. And a scroll of protection.
Oh, nice. Is that a spell scroll or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, so you just find like a bundle of spell scrolls.
Who want this one?
And then I guess
I
I
don't know
will
what to do
roll
with
for
this either.
Kelrick.
I guess I give both of the scrolls to Layla.
How did I roll a 0 on a D100?
Wow,
Okay.
lucky.
That works.
Oh, I rolled a D00.
Oh.
I was like, that's not mathematically possible. Ooh, a 90.
What were those spell scrolls?
I don't remember.
Protection and death ward.
You get to roll on a different table. 1d6. 5 times. $74. All right, somebody help write this shit down because Kelrick can't.
Kelrick is going to write it.
An elixir of health. 28. Oh no, wait, I'm on the wrong table. It's F. So what was the first number again? 74. So first item is a deck of illusions. Second item is 28. Bracers of archery. A 62 is a wand of web. 43. A javelin of lightning. And 21. A sentinel shield. I don't know what that is.
Ooh, swanky.
While holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. The shield is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye. A big ass dragon eye on the front of it. So, you guys just spend like 7-8 hours just digging through all yeah, you were in the armory, yeah. Digging through all this stuff and through all the little tunnels and nooks and crannies and campsites and places that were like clearly somebody important's like lair. You just find bodies. There's just dead people everywhere. This place is wrecked. Rahib and the woman who's never actually given you her name, they sort of just stand back and let you guys go through all this stuff. They go get their traveling gear. But you guys, by the time you're done with this, it's getting dark. It's getting later in the evening. And so they start looking. They start looking to the group of you to see if like you want to try to rest here or if you want to get out of here. So the question becomes, after looting this entire place, having to, it seems this sticks out to Chris especially because this dragon killed everybody in this place and took nothing with it.
Oof. That's
Dragons like shiny things, and it took none of the shiny things and killed all of the people.
I
And we're
love
talking
tiny things. This is so
probably
weird.
70, 80 people that are just dead in various locations. Some of them look like they were dropped from great heights. Some of their bodies are just rotting. Some of them have been bitten in half or clawed apart. It's unpleasant.
Cool. Well, we could sleep in here with all the dead people if you guys want.
Ugh.
I think
Oh.
I don't know if you want to phrase it this way, but through Layla's not half-heartedly searching, she didn't find much. But I think she's just kind of like in shock at all the dead people, and so she kind of tries to do somewhat of a funeral rite for a mass group, but she doesn't quite know how to do so many people at once. So she just
Okay.
kind of goes through and touches everybody on their head and it's
Funeral,
like,
right? You touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, it can't become undead. Oh, for sure. By any
Killer
administrative
can
wish
help.
spell. You could do it to one corpse though every
that's fine.
hour, so you could do like 6, 7 corpses.
That's fine. I think mostly it's more of a not so much as using the actual part of the ceremony ritual, more of a go with God kind of thing, like,
Sure.
you know, make people feel better. And I guess if I
Sure.
can get a couple people, then I would do that too.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
like hollow some ground or something, Layla? Is
You
that
can
a
bless
thing
water.
you can do?
I could bless water. You want some blessed water?
I don't know if you can make
Sprinkle
like
some
hollowed
holy
ground.
water around.
I think I have a thing of holy water, but I don't think it's gonna really have the effect that you want.
I don't know. I just want. It's a little spooky with all these dead corpses hanging around.
I
It's a
could
little.
douse you in holy water and you might feel better.
No, I'm good.
You notice as Chris starts talking about it being spooky with all the corpses around and starts like looking around, she's not looking at the people. She's looking at all the dead dragons.
Oh, right. Maybe we. Do you guys want to move for a few hours out of the city? What's your feeling? Cause
Well, stealing Kellett's idea, stealing / helping point it out. We could build a pyre and put all the bodies on it.
Like
Yeah,
that might
like I-
attract attention though.
Buster.
Nothing.
Thank you, Buster.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Sorry, too soon, Buster. I know.
Yeah, let's do some body burning
but-
pyres.
But yeah, counterpoint to what you mentioned, Chris, about drawing attention. Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice. Otherwise, these bodies will have our full attention.
The woman that's they come back with their packs and stuff as you guys are having this conversation. She looks over as you guys are saying this and goes, "It is strange to me that you people bury your dead or burn them.
Why? What do you do with them?
Yeah, what do you guys do in the desert?
But you just throw them out in the desert somewhere, and the desert takes them."
Oh, okay. You let like vultures eat them and stuff.
She nods.
We could do that.
Vultures,
And that's less work for us.
coyotes, beetles, crows, hawks. Sand King. The Sand King is quite fond of corpses.
Oh, what's the Sand King? He sounds delightful.
Buster,
She makes
it's
like
your
a motion
favorite.
with her arm like a snake. She's like but big.
Oh, okay,
think we-
cool. I like it.
I think we drank some of that once.
Oh yeah, that was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time you guys tackled me.
Yeah, you were
It's
trying
like it
to
was
drug one
yesterday.
of our allies.
Fair enough. Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge. Kelrick wants to know, is there a large critter that's good at digging holes? And she wants to roll nature.
She nods. Somebody can, if Chris can roll nature for me, because I'm in the kitchen making myself food.
+5 or a +7 to nature, one of those two.
She nods
can
and
just roll
says
it
that the
off of-
Sand King is very good at digging holes.
Okay.
But
Calric
I
got a
don't know if you can turn
15.
into a Sand King.
This is an appropriate week for my mic to give out. Calric is unnervingly silent and a bit pale. Is there anything that she can turn into, like a giant mole?
I don't think there's like a dire mole. I don't have stats for that anyway. But if she wants to turn into something big that's good at digging, she could just pick a thing, sure.
Okay. Dire mole.
Dire mole.
Oh man.
I mean, I can make stats for a dire mole. I just don't have them ready to go.
Turtles drink holes, right? But I guess they just dig it in sand.
Turtle.
You're turtly enough.
I
Or-
think as we're pulling bodies around and Buster is begrudgingly staring at Layla, Layla's probably gonna go talk to Buster.
Sure.
Boy.
Buster, what would you do if a friend of yours is being tortured in hell?
Well, I would. I would try to save them, I guess. But I don't know how I would do that.
I don't either.
How would you do it?
I don't know. There are a lot of options. I
I know there are.
was given an easy way.
Will you take it?
I don't know. The hard way is hard. What do I know about hell? Do I know anything? Like its structure or...
Make a religion check.
Okay.
I want to learn about hell too. I want to see if he knows anything.
Okay. $18.
It sucks.
Do I know that there's like layers and... Well,
There's 9 layers of hell. Each one gets progressively worse. The top one is like Avernus, which is not too dissimilar to the desert that you're going into, according to the lore. It's full of blasted sands and giant monster machines and all kinds of demons running around, and that's where the or not demons, devils. That's where the demons are trying to attack. They're trying to take over, and they're attacking in Avernus. It's a bad place, and it gets progressively worse as you go lower down in the layers. The 9th layer, each one has a different like ruler. I think the ruler for Avernus is Azariel, I forget her name. She used to be an angel, but now she's the lord of that layer of hell. Asmodeus rules over all of it, but he has like a general that takes care of each layer, and they're all different themes of horrid.
So I guess Buster and I have this conversation of, well, I'm trying to think back to the conversation with Ass. I think Assy.
Oh, assy.
Oh, Assy. We dare not utter his name.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe, did he tell me what layer she's in, or if he, well, okay, well, we'll just assume maybe like the 9th layer. So we'd have to go through a bunch of layers and can't just jump down to layer 9.
It's like a big cake, and it just gets more crappy as you go further down.
Pretty much. And well, that seems nigh impossible. So I don't know.
Well,
Maybe if we got some paladins, they went to Avernus, right? They went to at least the 1st layer. Maybe they could, I don't know, give us some pointers.
I suppose going by yourself or trusting a demon to help you, ooh, not good. But you can't let him win. You can't let him take your mind.
I just wish.
I'm just.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done giving you advice. I'm already a bad enough father. Nobody listens to me anyway.
Well, if you wanna go on a fool's errand with me someday, could be nice. Have company.
Oh,
Oh, you cut out. Or maybe I cut out.
I was just like, well, okay.
Alright, well. I guess,
But I'm still mad at you, though.
mad at me? For what? Loving
Uh-oh.
my friends, Buster.
That was the wrong thing to say, Buster.
Loving my friends so much that I don't want them to be tortured? That seems like very little love to me, to be honest. It's like minimal love.
Look, you seem like you've made up your mind. I'm not gonna argue with it. But holding onto a dead body isn't the right way to go. And that's coming from somebody who was in a rotting wolf cult and who had a hellmouth.
I mean, she's not rotting.
Thanks to you preserving her. You can't let go of her, Layla. Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
We're gonna inter her into the Church of Soon, where she rightfully belongs, Buster.
Okay, you do that.
She just like stares at you uneasily. She doesn't believe you.
Aw.
Throws another corpse on the fire.
Aw.
Wipes the like mud off of her face from the corpse flying. Probably body juice if I had to guess. I don't know.
No. Forbidden cheese.
I like
I'm
you,
sorry,
Layla.
what?
Jeez.
Forbidden cheese?
You never
Oh, I'm
heard
sorry.
of the
Please
sarcophagus
continue.
cheese?
The sarcophagus cheese.
Oh, like when they would eat parts of mummies?
Something like that.
Yeah,
The
so you
proud
would live
heritage of
forever.
the proud
Dude.
heritage of my people.
You'd cure your cancer or whatever.
Eat mummy juice.
Delicious. They also
Sure.
made them into paint.
Oh, really?
Mummy brown.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the-
Mummy Brown.
Yeah, it came from mummies. That's why it was called mummy brown.
Oh yeah, that's gross.
The best use for a corpse.
Sanctified dead.
Yeah, turn it into some paint.
Oh my god. Look,
Fun.
I like you, Layla, and I hate to see you like this. And that's why I tried to help you, but I think maybe it wasn't the right thing for me to do.
Oh, Buster! She comes over and hugs you.
Aw.
He just kind of pats you uneasily.
Okay, that's great. Alright. Is Calric talking to us?
No.
No, Calric is quiet.
Kat, are
Okay.
you reading this article that I have open?
About
The
cheese.
Goonies?
So,
Oh, she's troubleshooting.
a few hours of unpleasantness later. Unless anybody else has anything they want to do, I dispose of bodies for a few hours.
Actually, I kind of want to find like. Oh no, that was probably disrespectful. I'll leave it.
A dragon skull to wear on your head,
No.
like Marowak.
Yeah, well,
Aw.
Keybone.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Feel like Keybone baby.
Okay, so A few hours pass. Finally, I think exhausted and done with burning the bodies, getting late on toward the evening. You guys find a place somewhere down in the well to lay camp, probably in one of the entrances to one of the side tunnels. So it's not too deep into where all of the nastiness took place, but sort of sheltered all the same from the heat of the desert. It is cooler down on the bottom of the well. You guys set your evening watch, and you begin to take your turn sleeping. Layla, you have really, I think everybody actually has really weird, very intense dreams. Um, Layla, you do not dream of Asmodeus this night. You dream of great black night sky and the stars slowly being blotted out by a massive creature flying across. And you can make out, because of the way it blocks the stars, the outline of a great dragon swooping over your head. Joyden, you have dreams of the city of Waterdeep on fire, just burning the whole city. You can see the great statues of the city slowly collapsing into the fire and the embers being thrown up. I'm getting there. Buster, you have an old dream that you've had quite a few times before, where you're running down like a giant dark passage, and you can feel something steadily thudding behind you and chasing you. A dream you haven't had in a long time, as you can feel the hot breath and smell the stink of a great beast behind you, but your fear is too great to turn and look.
Ooh.
Curtis, you actually do dream of Asmodeus, but in your dream, he doesn't have an accent, and he shows up and offers you things for your soul, but it's like direct offers for things for your soul, which he's never done before. Like he offers you to be able to reconnect with your son on good terms. He offers you money. He offers to rekindle your cult or to let you start a new cult under him, like a bunch of different things, all in return for your soul.
Wow, he's
Um,
desperate. I can
Yeah,
win this
man.
over him.
He really wants that Curtis meat.
Chris, you have a dream that you are old and your wings are beginning to tear and the magic that holds you together is beginning to fade, and the stiffness when you awaken from your slumber is getting slowly worse and worse, and you feel yourself drawn to a place in order to finally rest, to let the magic of your soul and body return to the world that created it. And in the dream, you find yourself crawling down into a great pit to be among the souls and magic of your kin. And you lay out amongst the bodies of the others, comfortable in the knowledge that once you pass, your bones will be with others of your kind, and that the magic that you have imbued for so long will pass back into the world to be reborn as anew.
Oh.
Kelric has a dream of a face slowly hovering over his. The eyes red, glowing like two black embers. You can't make out the features, but they're white and pale. And there's a long smile of sharp teeth hovering over you. And that same heart attack feeling, that crushing sensation in your chest as something pushes itself and burns into you and grips down on your heart hard. The group of you all almost at the same time in the morning start awake, and the snapping of you all waking up at the same moment wakes up your two new friends at the same time, who jump up and begin to like look for a place to run to.
What was Jordan's dream?
Gah.
Jordan was dreaming of Waterdeep burning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Fires, hot.
You can see the shoe shop that you hope to own one day
No.
being
No.
consumed by fire.
My shoes! No!
Oh.
Oh.
All the leather. Smells great.
But you guys all sort of snap awake and like snort and like sit up in a sweat and look around and you can see each other. The light of dawn slowly cracking and just barely being able to pierce down into the well.
Anybody else have some bad dreams? I had a bad dream. You have a bad dream?
Pretty nice. Like I thought I was
Ugh.
dead at the end, but it was pretty nice. Besides that, it was pretty alright.
Yeah, Chris, your dream was like fairly comforting.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't. Yeah.
Same old, but not for a long time.
I had a dream of a dragon flying overhead, very large, very dark.
Is it me?
Mm, I don't know. Didn't look like a person. Dragon. It's a big dragon. I don't know. Well, I haven't seen you as dragon.
I am a dragon though.
Yeah, but I haven't seen you as like, you know.
Dragons don't sound like that.
Well, whatever
Jeez.
dragons sound like, okay?
An awful impression, Layla.
Big with teeth and giant eyes and wings. Talons. That kind of dragon? Haven't seen you like that.
Working on it. Yeah, and I like fold my arms and walk away.
That's fine.
Oh, now
Oh!
look what you did.
Was I awake whenever you're... Yeah, Chris, you had the lightning wings, right?
Yeah.
I guess I have seen you with wings. Well, I've seen your wings. Haven't seen you with the big giant, you know. She makes like a snout biting like crocodile. I don't know, you know. Dragon face.
I'm already gone. I'm working on breakfast now.
Layla just does this. Snaps her
Layla.
fingers. Food's there.
Oh, okay.
And water. You know, in case you are hungry for breakfast. Okay.
Layla, if somebody calls themselves a dragon, then you say that they're a dragon.
I didn't say that they weren't a dragon. I just haven't seen the dragon. So I can't compare.
Just pretend, okay?
Okay, well, I don't think it was you. It didn't have lightning wings. No lightning
Dragon is a
wings.
stick.
And I assume you're a lightning type. From the lightning wings. Oh, you feel the dragon in your heart.
Aww.
Aw. Okay, well this one had like giant black wings and it like took the lights out of the night sky.
Yuck.
So, unless you transform into a different kind of dragon, I don't think it was you.
Okay. So the scouts just look at you guys wide-eyed and confused, and yeah, you guys want to continue your travels on in the next day?
Yeah. Let's get through this awful fucking place.
So Rahib and the woman with no name. Hey, I can see Cat.
Yay!
Hey, I can hear Cat.
Yay!
Yay, you're
I'm
back.
so sorry.
We're just excited you're here.
What I miss?
Some bad dreams.
Oh no, not more bad dreams.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I don't know if she heard Calric's dream.
No, I actually kind of cut out whenever like mid.
And she's gone again.
Damn it.
And it froze with her making a horrible face.
Oh. Come back, Cat. Come back. Oh.
So, anyway, yeah. What do you guys want to do in the morning?
Talk about
Just-
the dreams and eat. Pack up.
Get a game plan from Rahid and this mysterious woman that we still don't know her name. I actually
Yeah.
would like to try to talk to her.
Sure.
See if she's it's like
She's like sitting there eating the weird brown mush that Layla summoned, the like porridge.
So, what tribe are you from? Is that your
Uh,
first name?
Oh, she nods. I am sorry. My name. I forget that people are supposed to introduce themselves. We are from the Ma'atar tribe. Ma'atar. It's hard to say. Of the Bedouin people. He is Rahib Ma'atar, and I am Abala Mahatar.
I'm Jordan.
She nods. It is
Buster.
a pleasure to meet you, Jordan, Buster,
Layla.
I'm Chris.
Layla, and Chris. And the big one is called Kelric.
Yep.
She
The
nods.
strong
Big
silent type.
Mm-hmm.
Much like Rahib, he prefers not to speak. No, we are not siblings. We are of the same people, but he is not my brother.
Insight check.
Shakes her head. No, we are not involved romantically. Seems to be completely true. She stops and thinks, and she's like, and she says something to Rahib, and he says, cousin. She is my cousin.
Well, I'm glad that you're not involved romantically then.
The two of them like shrug.
Maybe there's third cousins. We don't know. It's fine. Fourth. Just kidding.
The desert might have different rules.
Twice
on that.
removed. Yikes.
She says, we will travel for many days, and we will come to the city of Lundeth. Lundeth. She shrugs, and she looks at Rahib, and he goes, Lundeth. She nods. She says it was from people that are from your part of the world, the Zentarum. They built it as a stopping point for their trading.
Oh.
We have not been there since the Shadow Dragon escaped, so she shrugs. So we do not know the condition. And she says, there are many dangerous creatures in the deserts. Um, Ruins better left unexplored. Um, and there are things left from the people who ruled before. Um, Creatures that hunt and kill, just to hunt and kill. They need no sustenance. They do not eat. But anything that comes across their path, they will attack. They are best avoided.
Like a undead of some sort?
Shakes her head. I do not know how to describe them in your tongue. I am sorry. They are.
Scary. We got it. Avoid
She
them.
nods. They are made, not born. But
Hmm.
they have been in the deserts for. She shrugs. Since there has been a desert, I guess.
Well, I bet if someone made some undead in the desert, that's like a good place for them because it's so dry and arid. They just hang out forever, never decaying, really.
She doesn't know what a homunculus is, Kelric. She has no point of reference for that. Or golem. Yeah, she doesn't really know. So yeah, these crafted creatures is the best. That's the best way she can describe them. They don't. Her description is they don't all look the same. They have different shapes and forms. But they sort of just patrol and look for things to kill. There tends to be more of them near the ruins, which is why they mostly just avoid them.
What other dangers? You mentioned briefly in your first ramblings that there's like a wind desert thing that pops up out of nowhere that could arms.
Are you talking about the Sand King?
Not the Sand King, not a creature, but like a phenomenon.
She nods. Oh, yes, there are dust storms.
Okay.
Where we are going will be packed, flat, mostly sand, fewer plants. It gets drier from here. The wind gets going quickly off the mountains. It can blow entire walls of dust across the desert for miles. We may be stuck in them for a day.
Ugh.
What would our defense be for that? Would
Maybe like a golem, or like that's probably the closest thing you could think of, Kelric.
Cool.
How?
She shrugs. You dig a hole and put the tarp over the top of it and wait.
Oh, okay. As long as you have a plan.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose we should begin our journeys then, before it gets hot.
Yes.
And she says something to Rahib. He picks up his pack. They pack up their weapons, and I guess you guys climb out of the well of dragons.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's like anything on the horizon? Any black clouds? Because
Sure.
I think that dream might have shaken Layla a little bit.
Clear blue sky, the occasional white cloud drifting by, and then out as the horizon stretches, it gets a lighter and lighter color and then just disappears. You just see rocks and sand.
Alright, coast's clear. Guys, let's go find us a tower.
So-
Alright, tower time.
A few days pass of trudging through the desert, of just walking through the heat and the sand, and along what's essentially a trail that's been packed by wagons. Wagon trains going through here have slowly over time just cleared the rocks away and packed the sand down tight. But it's still hot. Dust constantly blows, and you see less and less life as you step out into the Anarok proper. The scrublands and sort of plants and sounds of grasshoppers and crickets and things like that slowly fade behind you as you wander out into this desert. Layla can keep you guys fed and watered over the next several days, but it is just a hot and unpleasant travel. Um, eventually, you guys you don't initially in your travels, other than the occasional caravan that's been rotted away by the shadow dragon's breath, you don't see any people. You don't really see any animals. It's just slow, unpleasant travel. Um, Eventually, after probably 2.5 days, so middle of the second day of travel into the desert, you come to what was probably at one point a fairly large like trading outpost. The buildings sort of stretch out almost in like a semicircle on either side of the trail. The uh, the the woman Abala says, that was Lundeth, but it seems no more. You can see that the structures are rotted away. Buildings are literally knocked completely over and shattered. The place is in a ruin. It probably housed probably 200-300 people at one point. Actually, could have actively lived here, but now it's a ruin, and the desert has already begun to blow sand into the corner of buildings and take it over. She says, normally we would stop here to visit the well before continuing on to the oasis, but she shakes her head. With your friend's magic, I suppose we could avoid it.
Uh, so the oasis looks like it's been destroyed.
This is down to the side. Yeah, where somebody just put destroyed on the map in big letters.
Destroyed.
You guys are headed up toward the Lion's Eye Oasis, and then you'll head over to Orphan from there. But this town looks like it's been destroyed.
Well, I think we should look for survivors just in case. I don't want it on my conscience that we left people.
She shrugs. You may continue forward. We will wait here.
Okay. So, have you been here since it's been destroyed, or?
Not in some months.
Okay.
6, perhaps.
And there were people alive and well back then?
She nods.
Okay. Anybody else wanna?
Calvert wants to do that.
What are you locating? A creature that is familiar to you.
What people usually live in this area?
They said it was a Zentarum outpost.
Does it have to be a specific Zentarum, or can I just try and locate Zentarums?
It says a creature that is familiar to you. So, like, you could say, like, people.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Live people, preferably.
Describe or name. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. Locate. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you. The nearest creature of a specific kind, such as human or unicorn. Within 1,000 feet of you, the city is a little bigger than that. Within 1,000 feet of you, you don't detect anything that's alive, as far as humans go.
So when Layla like moves off to search, like Kelrick just puts a hand on her shoulder and then shakes his head, like there's no point.
Yeah, the town is a little bigger than like your spell can cover in one go. You might have to like move into town and walk around a bit to do that. But it lasts for like an hour, right? Yeah, so you could do it
Can we walk through it?
if you want to.
Can I can I cast detect magic as a ritual while we're kind of going through the city and kind of see if there's anything magical in the city?
Sure. Let me throw your tokens on here real quick. Is everybody going into town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Layla, Buster, Curtis, Joyden, Kelrick. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Layla, you see knocked over buildings and structures. You see walls and roofs ripped off, doors completely knocked out of their hinges, windows shattered and broken. The street sort of stretches around the corner. In front of you, there's towers that have been completely toppled that were probably watchtowers. The ring wall on the outside of the city is impacted as if something flew into it. And the ruins of the city, though, as you start walking around, I assume like every 10 minutes you're just retaking the 10, the 10
Yeah.
minutes to recast.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that and maybe like looking for specific types of buildings, like things that may have been fancier or something that looks like a shop or
It's pretty well wrecked, but I will say that your detect magic pings further up in the street. Laying in the center of the street is a body, a corpse. And stretched out in one hand, it has like a lamp, a lantern, a lamp, like an oil lantern. And it's clinging to it with one hand and laying in the center of the street as if it was running through the street with that in its hand, and then died or tripped and fell with it.
so I'm feeling magic off this lantern.
Off the lantern.
Okay.
Can I? Actually, I can't do medicine check. Never mind. I wanted to see how he died. Can I? Yeah, never mind. Have anything useful?
I guess I will investigate the lantern.
Do you want to pick it up or touch it? or like just look at it?
I just want to look at it first.
It's like a little brass or bronze. It's very Aladdin. Like it's the kind where it has the almost like a teapot shape to it with the spigot at the top. You pour oil in the pot place and then put the wick down into the end and light it.
God, I wish I was a paladin right now.
Chris just walks up, picks it up. Chris, when you grab the lantern,
Yeah.
So wait,
the
wait, wait, wait.
the body doesn't let go of it, and you think at first it's like rigor mortis, but then as you pull on it, the body sort of rolls to face you, and the eyes flitter open.
Whoa.
You will need to roll.
Ah!
Oh, dear.
Oh shit.
It's the lamp of hope you've got your shit in order.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh.
It's
Sorry.
and I'm sorry for asking. It has been over an hour since we picked up all of the stuff from that town, right?
From the Well of Dragons.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's been like several days.
Sorry.
It's okay. You were kind of in and out.
So I know we're rolling initiative, but
Uh,
what happened? Because it cut out after.
Chris tried
This
to pick
happened.
up the lantern off the corpse, and the corpse woke up.
Oh shit.
I think I'm just waiting on.
Oh, sorry. That was an 11. The shield gives me advantage on initiative.
Oh, so you attuned to the shield?
Yeah, that's the reason I was asking. Because it's a good thing
Can
to
you? I will say it's a wooden shield. Okay, Jordan, you get to react first as this thing, and you can see that the corpse is like long. The hair is like rotted and pulled away. The body looks as if the I don't know. It's withered. Like the muscles are rotted. The skin is barely clinging to the outside. It looks like shriveled and dried out.
Drink. I want to shoot it.
Chase, I forgot to click on my token.
Where the frag are you there?
Thank you.
Add the turn. What did you get? An 11?
22. Oh, 17 to hit. Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about it.
Yeah, 17 to hit. 17 hits.
Awesome. Gets that, right?
And it's a shit ton of damage. How much is
Yeah.
that? 22?
Ooh.
Are these resistant to anything? Yes, but not cold damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to move around the corner and use a bonus action.
Okay, so this thing rolls over and begins to like struggle up to its feet. Jordan just pulls an arrow, thuds into the back of the head of the thing, and icicles begin to form across the back of its skull. And then it looks up at Chris and just and like as its jaw like flops to the side, you see like rotting teeth fall out of its mouth.
Ew.
Ooh, yuck.
And you were very well hidden, Jordan. Layla.
Layla is gonna whoosh the sword and stab it with the S word. Because it's like right on top of her and it's a reflex.
Cool.
Eek.
14 hits.
Yikes! And it gets divine strike against it, which is 1.
So 10, so 16. So it needs
16.
to make a DC 21 con save.
Ooh.
Let's see if it can pass. Nope, it dies.
Ooh.
So Layla, as you stab into it with the sword, suddenly its body begins to swell, and these like giant pustules begin to form under its skin, like blisters growing under its flesh, and then it explodes.
Ew.
I need Chris and Layla to both make Constitution saves. You are covered in gore.
I love it. Oh, I did bad.
Oh.
Me too!
Ah.
This can't be good.
Don't one of you
Uh-oh.
have it. Don't wait. Was it Buster that has an inspiration for this session?
Oh, yes, I do.
You will both take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Mm,
I'm resisting.
I could.
Yep.
cool.
Splat! It's
Love
like
it.
just thick, like viscous black, like goo splatters out of this thing, and the body falls to the ground. You have to put it in double brackets, Layla.
Eee.
It's 8, right? Yeah. I just was lazy. Ow.
Cool.
Okay.
Great. I love
Chris, it is your turn.
it.
You're beginning to hear like shuffle, scuffle,
Mm.
move, and like a window breaks and an arm comes out of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
And you can see the other bodies laying about town starting to get up.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my gun and do a little pew pew.
Can I?
This one over
Okay.
here.
Yeah, 25 will hit. Okay, it takes 5 points of damage. So the bullet rips through its shoulder, and the arm begins to hang loose on the flesh, but it's still, and you can see it starting to crawl its way through the broken window.
Yeah, these guys are immune to poison. Yeah. I guess that would make sense because they're dead.
Yeah, well, considering they explode and do poison damage.
Oh yeah.
Is that your turn? Do you want to move or?
I'm gonna move so I can see what's in this house. Oh, there's another one. Cool. I'm just gonna step over here.
So Chris takes a step forward, hears a moan, looks at the staircase behind her, and then just backs up. She's like,
Wait, don't
nope.
leave me. Oh.
Oh, sorry, Layla.
Oh, did you want to move on your turn, Layla? I kind of forgot. I always forget movement's a thing.
I think probably as she was doing her like run away from gross explosions and didn't quite get out of range, she probably took a step back.
Okay.
Not too far.
Kelrick, it is your turn.
All right, Kelrick is gonna test out some of the thing that he found. So he's gonna try throwing one of these cards from the deck of illusions.
Okay.
So I need to draw a card from a random deck. All right, it's a Jack of Spades. Thanks, Jack of Spades. It's a veteran appears wherever the card lands.
Okay, where do you want to throw the card?
Illusionary veteran. Probably like here, if possible.
Sorry, I was looking at something. Where? Ping it for me again.
In front of me for these two.
Okay.
Illusionary veteran.
Yeah, this guy is not real. So this card flits out past you, Layla, and lands in front of you, and then just suddenly appearing out of the card is a man who's dressed in like a knight's helm, sword and shield, like war-torn looking fellow, but he's just standing there.
Apparently, the illusion acts like whatever creature is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to move? Is that your turn?
I'll move. I'll move for a little bit.
They're not real smart. Okay. Buster.
Oh my god. Ugh. It's horrible. I'm going over here. He just kind of shuffles over to this room because he thought he saw something.
Yeah. This is another one of these creatures rising up in the ruins of this house.
Oh! Eldritch Blast!
Go for it.
Alright.
I think you could do 2 of them now.
Oh, yes, I
You
can.
roll an attack for each one.
Yeah.
It's okay. Your cat's trying to get you to feed us. Archer keeps throwing his ball at us.
He's thrown it in my lap, and I'm like, dude. And now he's whimpering.
Some
Oh.
throws.
I might take him OUT. 6 is not gonna hit. Neither of those 6s is gonna hit. So they both through the broken door and smash into the walls behind it,
Oh, fuck.
which makes it their turn.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Globby again. God damn it.
Hey, hang on.
Oh, no.
Let me
It's
throw Globby out.
coming.
Let's go ahead and I'll give him his own initiative.
Oh, thank you.
Globby will go right there.
Thank
Cool.
you. I
Okay.
always forget to.
Yeah, I do too. So the creature stumbles up to you.
No!
Where are its attacks? Its attacks are gone.
Oh,
Oh
good.
no.
Wait, what?
You forgot everything.
Head empty.
Desert amnesia.
He got heat stroke.
Aww.
Okay, hang on. He doesn't have any attacks on his character sheet. What? Please hold. Okay, your claw attack. Give me that. His attack has a range of 5 feet. Is +5 to hit, one target. On hit, it does 1d6 plus 3. Okay, and he can make how many attacks?
Ah,
2. Okay. Uh, well, now it won't let me fucking. I'm just using dice. Okay. Um, does a 20 hit you, Buster?
yeah, of course.
Okay. Why can I not fucking close this? That's so weird. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then second one. 14
E.
for. Oh, that was a d20. Hee 7 points of damage.
Uh,
And what's your movement speed, homie? Pretty quick. They're quick zombies. And that one runs up there. That one can actually get in range to attack Chris. I don't think that's gonna hit Chris. Does an 18 hit you, Chris?
Meets my AC.
Okay, hang on just
Yeah.
a second. 5 points of damage.
Wait.
Actually, there's an illusion right there. It would go up to that first. Retract that. It spends its turn
Oh.
swiping at the illusion because it's got an intelligence of like 4.
That's why I put it there.
One of them does stumble up behind Joyden, though.
No. No fair.
10 is not going to hit you. 16? Does the 16 hit you, Joyden?
Yes, yeah, that hits.
Okay. DOS many points of damage? 7? Apparently that's just what they roll. That's as far as that guy can get. This
Oh
one
my goodness.
attacks the illusion. So several of them waste a turn swiping at Kelric's illusion before realizing that it's not working. The others are they just come rushing out of all the buildings in the city. They begin clawing and biting and snapping and like just trying to murder all of you. Which makes it Curtis's turn.
Well, can I inspire Kelric before I use Miss Carver?
That sounds like a great idea.
Ah,
Alright.
I feel so inspired.
So Kelric, you have Bardic Inspiration, which gives you advantage on your attack roll, so you can attack roll
Alright.
twice and take the higher. You might roll a 20. 16 hits, so go ahead and roll damage.
Haha. Stabby stab.
Okay. As you slash into it with Mythcarver, it carves open this big open wound, and out of the wound begins pouring like this black fluid. Yeah, they are unpleasant.
Gross. I'm glad I have a long range pokey.
Which makes it Jordan's turn.
Firstly, I am going to bonus action disengage to get away from that one.
Okay.
I can't really see. I moved 5 feet. And, well, I can't really get that much further. Okay. Well, fuck.
That's what jumping is for, right?
Yep. I am going to. Oh, shit.
No, I'm just trying to fix their attacks.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Okay, I got it.
Okay. I am going to. If I were to attack this one, would I get sneak attack?
No. The
Okay,
only one
this-
that is in melee with somebody is this one next to Layla.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Also these back here, actually.
Yeah. Have they been hit? Either of these?
Yes, this one has a big nasty wound across its chest.
All right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to attack this one. 'Cause I don't want to.
And
Create a ball.
Counter Cure Illusion is like fighting. It's like like stabbing at them and trying to block with its shield, but like it's just waving around illusions. Which one are you shooting?
This one. The one in the back.
That one. Okay, 16 will hit
All right.
for
16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. An arrow thuds into it, and the back of its leg just to below the ass, and it sort of just begins to hobble forward a little bit more, but is still holding on. Is that your turn? Do you
Yeah, I'm gonna
disengage?
keep
You
moving.
moved a little.
I'm gonna move more. Can I move?
Hang on. There, now you're closer to the appropriate size.
Can I? Is this stairs going up or something?
Yeah, they go up to a second floor.
Can I go up to the second floor and like pretend that
I
I'm
mean, I don't have a
shooting?
map up there, but you can run up the
Yeah.
stairs.
But let's pretend I'm running up to the second floor and aiming
Sure.
like through the window.
Okay. Which makes it Glavi's turn.
Globby, save your dad. Me. Save me. All right, I want him to do what he does best.
Give him a stinging.
Giving him a stinging.
13 will hit.
Ayy.
4 points of damage. Unfortunately, they are immune to poison, so Globby pumps poison into this thing or venom into it, and then looks at you a little annoyed and disappointed. It's like, ah, because it's not working. But it does take 4 points of damage. That is Globby. That makes it Layla's turn.
You guys hear a very deep guttural bell sound, and I'm gonna turn undead. So I'm gonna hold out my holy symbol and be like, "Back, foul creatures! You are far too ugly for the light of
1,
soon."
2, 3, 4, 5,
You're not ready enough to engage in a fight with me.
But in celestial, which is why it's very loud and belly.
6 wisdom saving
Lots of bells.
throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
DC 16.
6. They are all turned then.
Are any of them CR 1 or lower?
They are all CR1.
They are instantly destroyed.
Okay.
What?
So there's a chime of a bell, a flitting of wings, and I want to know: is it like light that pours off of Layla, or is it a dark, smoky mist?
In this case, it's going to be a very lovely, bright light.
Okay, so a pink light thumbs off of Layla along with this chiming of this bell, and as it passes over these creatures, their bodies just break apart into ash.
for whom the bell tolls, right? Am I right? No?
Mm,
Alright.
Nice.
I didn't know you could do that, Layla. That was pretty cool.
Thanks. I been holding on to that one for a while, I guess. Just waiting for the right moment. And you know,
Chris,
Well,
it is
we
your turn.
found it. Oh, yeah. I guess there's one still over there by Buster.
ah,
You got this, buddy.
thanks.
Oh, it's a long way over there. I think I might go see if there are any that didn't get disintegrated over here.
There are.
That's a bad idea.
What? Why?
Because this whole town's probably dead.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get out of initiative. Oh, there they are. How far did I move?
Like 40 feet,
And
50.
scoot.
You can move back a little if you want. Yeah, that's fine.
I tried to tell you.
Well, I mean, you didn't say in clear terms, Kelrick.
I'm sorry.
Also-
I assumed you had a brain.
No, I mean,
also said it.
are we
You
trying
just
to
chose
leave
not to
or are
listen.
we trying to kill them? I don't know what our goal is here. I was just gonna murder them.
do I get the feeling that they're faster than us? Because I feel like they're faster.
They were moving really quick.
I don't know if we
Oh.
can get out of this one, Chris. Without
Well,
this.
what is that?
Killing them all. That she's
Oh,
pointing
okay.
to like ashes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that gesture meant. I think I'm gonna girdle up. I'm gonna lightning up.
Okay.
Girdle up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
blow
do I-
up.
Do I got some? Hang on. Boop, 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 boop. What do I got in here? What do I got in here? I got a halo.
I can see your halo.
I don't have any like
And-
lightning wings, unfortunately.
No, I can draw some later.
Yeah, but the ones I have are cool because they move. Look. Why is it not flapping? They're
Oh.
supposed to like flap. Hang on.
I can't
Can I
see.
Draw
I'm moving my
animated
character.
ones and
I
like
don't
give
know.
them to you. that
Like
a
these
thing
are
I can
Layla's
do?
wings.
Oh yeah.
Or they were. I think these are probably Layla's wings now.
Yep.
But I don't have any out of lightning.
That's okay. I'm all right. Think I'm gonna throw a little javelin at one of those dudes since I'm not quite up on them yet.
Okay.
And then does that hit?
Yeah. Okay. 9
That's
points of
lightning damage now. And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
do the thing. I'm gonna point at that guy and be like, "You,"
What's he doing?
and summon lightning.
Oh,
onto
you're using
his
the
face.
girdle to throw lightning at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Thrust that lightning at him.
18.
Dang.
So
That's
Chris
a
runs
nimble
forward,
zombie.
sort of skids to a stop. Yeah, they are really quick. It like skitters almost like across the ground. Chris runs around the corner, kind of skids to a stop, and sees 2 more of these zombies. Looks back and is like, "Are we killing them?" And you guys are like, "Well, probably." And just wings of lightning sprout out of her back. She begins to float slightly off the ground with like bits and tendrils of lightning striking off of her onto the ground. Her eyes begin to flare out. Her hair goes Super Saiyan with static electricity. She rears back with a javelin and throws it. And as it flies forward, the javelin streaks forward into a bolt of lightning. And then with a gesture, she points and another bolt. So she's literally just chucking bolts of lightning at these zombies. Hang on, because there's a few of them that haven't come out just yet. Put that guy back here. Put one there. And we'll put one there. Kelric, it is your turn.
Okay, well, if we're doing this, wait, can I? I was like right here, right?
Yeah.
Earlier.
Should be able to hit Control Z and it'll put your token back.
Oh, okay.
That's 30 feet right there anyway, so.
Cool. That's perfect. Well, in that case, since I can't get to where I want to go, I am going to. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna give Layla another pat on the shoulder, and she's going to have protection from poison.
Okay. So resistance, it gives you resistance to poison
I'll
damage,
post it.
I believe. Is it like protection from elements, or is it? Oh, it's protection from poison. If it's poison, you neutralize the poison. If one or more reflects it, you neutralize the poison that you know present, or you neutralize. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and is resistant to poison damage. Yeah, it's the resistance that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Kelric.
He just nods.
No, yeah, that picture from the player's handbook, that's clearly Gaston. Come on. There's nothing else it could be.
What a
Been
guy
fixed.
that gets done.
It's Gaston and the Beast. Come on. Except that's Gaston as like as he sees himself. You know what I mean? Because from Gaston's point of view, this giant monster in a castle kidnapped his girlfriend, and he roused the town people to go and slave it. He's the hero.
Well, until he falls off the building.
Yeah.
Tragic hero.
He's there
that your-
to fuck.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Buster.
Okay, so, well, Eldritch Blast didn't do anything, and now he's in range of my stabbity McStabs. So, on guard, you bastard! I'm gonna use my inspiration, because why the hell not?
Give him a good whack.
Yeah.
18 hits.
Hey! Alright.
Didn't even know you had a rapier.
Yeah, it's
You
in
always
my...
hit things with a stick.
It's in my stick, dude! It's a
Oh,
sword
like a
cane.
sword cane?
Yeah, it's like a sword cane.
You rear back to like hit him with it, and then you suddenly remember, oh, there's a pointy end in this.
Yeah, oh yeah!
You thrust into its body, and it pierces through its chest. The black corrosive goo begins to pour across your weapon, but it's still standing. Which
Ew!
actually makes it their turn. So he's gonna take 2 claw attacks against you.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
8? Why do my dice love to kill warlocks? You guys definitely.
I don't know, but there's so...
19.
Yeah.
Warlocks like to be in the middle
So
of
17
the
points of
thing.
damage.
Oh! Alright.
I like hanging out in the fray. for
Come back,
some reason.
Buster! We can fix you. You're so far away.
Baby, come back.
I know, what the fuck? Baby, come back.
That'll be his full movement.
Oh no!
This one will be able to
No.
attack.
Where are they all coming from?
Oh no! They're gonna eat my Jimmy!
Oh no.
No!
Oh, God.
Fuck! Stop it!
Hey, there you go. That last one. So they're just rushing out of the buildings nearby, and you just see them lay into Buster. They're just trying to pull him apart.
Buster,
Ouch,
you have
ouch.
jumpy shoes. Don't forget to use your jumpy shoes.
That one wastes a turn clawing at an illusion.
Blech.
You are gonna rush up at Chris.
Are they spawning from somewhere?
Unfortunately, behind you, Jordan, one comes rushing around the corner,
Oh, come on.
smashes through a door, and leaps into the air after you.
John Cena's you.
Dun, dun.
Okay, I might need some help here.
So 4 attacks against Chris there.
Oh no.
Probably not. 18 hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, 5. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let me zoom out and make sure I'm not missing any more. Okay, no. And then the one attacks Joyden twice. 20 will probably hit her. 5. And a 19 will probably hit her. For 8. So Jordan, it just like you go running up the stairs, you come to a door, thinking you're gonna throw what's the door open and run into the top floor, and one of these things just smashes through the door and bodies you into the wall, claws bury into your chest. Chris, they come rushing around the corner at you, and they seem to have some form of like pack intelligence, because like one leaps up towards your face, the other one swipes down at your feet, and they're clawing and biting at you. They're not super smart though, because one of them comes out of a building and just leaps through the illusion and then spins, its claws dragging on the floor, and looks back at it angrily. And then Buster, you suddenly find yourself just fucking surrounded by these things, ripping and clawing and biting and snapping at you, and you're just getting
Ugh.
buffeted back and forth between them.
Oh, it's like
Mm.
I'm like a pinball. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Curtis.
Oh gosh, could I even make it to Buster in time? And
Oh.
attack.
It would take all of your movement to get up there.
Ugh.
Sure, if you want to. Attack them.
I mean, I guess I'll try.
I
What? You want to help me?
no.
Oh, of course I do, even after all the mean things you've said about me.
Oh, wow.
So you're gonna use your action to dash.
Sure. Could I also use a Bardic Inspo as a bonus action?
Yeah, who do you inspire?
I'll inspire Buster with my warm words of
Okay,
me
but
coming.
yeah, it's that interaction of like, oh, you're coming to help me. Yeah, so you feel a warming in the cockles there, Buster.
My cockles are warmed.
So you have bardic inspiration.
I don't know if I wanted to know that.
Jordan.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'm going to bonus action disengage, get
Okay.
this mofo off me, and go downstairs. See
So
the
you kick
carnage
it off
and-
of you. It flips back through the door and then lands back onto its feet. Begins rushing forward again as you bolt it down the fucking stairs. You come rushing back out, and there's a bunch more out here.
Oh, good to see you out here. I'm gonna run towards this way. It's like the houses aren't safe, and then I'm going to attack.
Well, you used. Hang
What?
on. You used
Oh, right.
30 feet to get down the stairs,
Okay,
and then your
Then-
bonus action to disengage. So you'd kind of be stuck right here,
okay, that's
unless you
that's
want to
fine.
use your action to dash.
No. Okay. I'm going to attack the one that's attacking me. But do I know if it would explode if?
Only one way to find out. Also, this guy is not real, so you will not get sneak attack.
Right. No, never mind. I won't attack that one. I'll attack this one.
Okay. That one is real and trying to kill Chris, so you will get sneak attack.
I'm sorry, Chris.
16 for how much is that? Hang on.
That's 34.
It's still alive.
Oh, okay, great.
Arrow stabs into its throat just as it opens its mouth, and the ice, you can see icicles begin to form inside of its mouth. It can't close its jaw now, but it's still alive. Glabi.
Alright, sting, sting, sting. Even though it does, like, less than half the damage I want it to, it's better than nothing.
He can needle away, right?
Yeah, just needle. Dink. Oh,
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and roll damage.
sweet.
So 10 points of damage. On which
Hey!
one?
Yay!
Oh, the one that's in the doorway. This
Okay.
bitch needs to go.
So Globby, frustrated at the fact that his poison isn't working, rips the stinger out and whips it around and shoves it into the thing's ear and just starts wiggling the fucking stinger around. And he's like, "I'll find a way."
He's doing his best.
Aw.
Layla?
How bad's Buster looking?
I'm at like
On a-
half health.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 54, he's at about a 25.
Oh,
Aw.
Buster. I'm gonna move 30 feet toward Buster, and I'm going to yell, "What are you doing over there?" And then I'm like, never mind, doesn't matter. Here. And she's going to like outstretch her arms, and like she's got a shield and a sword, but like she's gonna outstretch her arms, and this red, like really blood red tendrils of energy come out, and she's gonna heal Buster with life transference.
So this is going to be
Wow.
weird for you because you take half of the damage. So
Mhm.
whatever the damage you actually take double is going to be how much healing Buster gets, not the total of the d8s that you roll.
Okay, so he's gonna get twice the number of 48s, right?
No, so you roll 48.
Okay. That's a lot. 25.
So what's half of 25?
12.
12?
12 or
Like-
13. 12 and a half.
You rolled
13
around
around
half.
that.
So you take 12 points of damage. Buster gets 24 hit points back.
If it's necrotic damage, do I take half?
Yes. So you take 12,
12.
but he gets twice the amount of damage you take.
So he gets
Wait.
24 hit points.
So he gets 24.
Thank you.
If you weren't resistant to necrotic damage, you would take 25, he would get 50. But you're resistant.
One creature of your choice within range gains a number of hit points to twice the necrotic damage you take.
Damage you take, not
Gotcha.
the amount rolled.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
that make sense now?
Yeah.
I said it's gonna be weird for you.
It is gonna be weird.
But you get 24 hit points back, Buster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ow! Ow! She's gonna start to turn. I don't know. She's just gonna stay there because that's all of her movement.
Okay. So Layla bleeds out and sacrifices that health to Buster, which makes it Chris's turn.
Chris, how many of them are in front of you?
3.
Okay. Just the 3 I can see. I can't see around the corner, so it's just.
Yeah, well, there might be more somewhere down the way. You never know.
Okay.
There's also one up the staircase, which
I mean,
I should have shot.
If you want to back up, I can make it so they take damage if they chase us, but I don't know if it's in your personality types.
Yeah, this is more of a stab now,
Yeah, I know.
keep stabbing type person.
Stab now, stab later.
Yeah, stab now, stab later. So I'm going to do couple stabby stabs. Maybe.
Okay,
Do
you
that
let me
fit?
know to whom these are delivered. Both hit.
The one that Jordan.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage on the first attack for me then.
Chris is the stab now, stab questions later type.
Chris, you stab that one through the eye socket, your blade coming out of the back of its skull. As your blade comes out, the head begins to swell and explodes. I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
I'm excited. Theoretically, I'm good at these. Okay.
Okay, so you'll take half damage.
I think
So you
that's the first
take-
time I've actually rolled well on a
Take
con
6
save.
points of damage.
Okay.
As you're just covered in gore.
Delicious.
And then go ahead and the second one attacks or hits. Go ahead and roll damage for that one.
You.
Okay, and you have 3 attacks, right?
Yeah. Pew.
Okay, that'll hit.
Pew.
Doesn't the girdle give you extra damage, or does it just change the type?
It just changes the type, but it also gives me my summon lightning thing that I can do.
Yeah. And you can fly.
And I can fly. And I'm immune to thunder and lightning damage.
All good things. Okay,
All good
so
things.
with a quick blow, Chris, I think this thing explodes in your face, but you just rip the rapier out and keep going, stabbing into the next one. Another 2 quick blows into it. It's starting to sort of stumble back, but then it rakes its claws on the floor and begins pulling back towards you.
And I'm going to trip it. I'm going to try to trip it.
Sure.
Pew.
Boop-a-doo. Strength save.
Yeah.
18.
Oh,
So it'll still
dang.
take the 4 points of damage, but it does not fall prone.
Lame.
So
That's
did
my
you want to
stuff.
move or you set?
That's the stuff I got.
Okay. Kelric, it is your turn.
I'm a touch Chris and give him some protection from poison.
Thanks.
Or brain.
Not concentration, so yeah, you can just keep doing it.
I checked first.
I wasn't sure. So
Does that
Okay.
make me resistant or immune?
Resistant.
You're resistant. You're immune to the poison condition and resistant to poison damage.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
the as Kelric's hand lights on your back, you feel bits of the like poison, the goo on your face begin to like peel and dry off, and you can feel like some sort of warmth pass up into you, and you just feel a little bit more hardy. Which makes it Buster's turn.
No. Oh, thank you guys. Oh. So with bardic inspiration, is that just like the same as inspo?
No, you have like an inspiration die. Whatever Curtis's inspiration die is, you can add it to an attack roll or in a saving throw.
Should
Attack
be
roll, saving throw, or
D8 now,
ability
right?
roll.
It is yes.
It's a D8 or a D10. Yeah.
Well, let's see. That's pretty cool.
It's a D8.
Also, I just need to add, I love that stupid illusionary guard. It's the best.
Pretty good.
He's wasted a lot of creatures' turns. Yeah. So there was like probably like 10, 11 attacks that he's like absorbed for you guys. That, like you just didn't have to worry about.
Dang.
But that card is gone, so you need to take it out of your deck.
Well, can I pick it up again?
Yeah, but the magic is spent. Each one can only be used once.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually was thinking about getting an actual card deck to keep track because you're not supposed to start with a full deck anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody starts with a full deck. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing there, Rachel?
All right. Well, I'm afraid if I turn around, the guy behind me will bite me in the butt. So I'm just gonna focus all of my attention on this bastard.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my acid breath weapon, which is a dex saving throw.
Okay. You can also use. I think you know hex, right?
I do know hex.
Is it concentration? Because you might get whacked and lose it.
I think it is concentration.
I don't know.
Let me
It's a
check.
good time to use your shit. And don't forget, you only have 2 spell slots, but you get them all back on a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
true.
Spend those motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a concentration for an hour.
Okay. So I don't know if you want to risk like using it and then maybe like getting hit and losing the concentration on it. But it's an extra like d6 or of damage, so.
Well, I guess I can, since I've got my hit points up to a healthy amount, I'm more willing to
Risk it for the
Do-
biscuit.
yeah. Risk
go.
killing biscuit. Okay.
You- The red tendrils of blood-like energy leak up out of Buster and surround this creature. And then what do you want to? You want to whack him? You want to spell him? You want to?
I wanted to vomit on him.
Oh, okay. That's a deck save, right?
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Okay. Hang on. I'll be right there. I'm grabbing some chicken and brown rice. Don't worry about me.
I'll be right back as well.
You're breathing in your mic.
Sorry. I don't. It's gone now. Did I stop? Do I no longer sound like a creepy guy calling you on the phone?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Okay. So he is hexed, and then he needs to do a deck save. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Let's see. 3d6. Okay.
That's not gonna pass.
Yeah, he's gonna take all of that. And plus, with the Bardic
So
Inspo,
you deal an extra the target when you hit with an attack. Bardic
Oh.
Inspiration doesn't add damage.
Oh, okay. All right.
He still is going to take 15, so that'll kill him.
And then the
It's
Hex.
not poison damage, right?
No, it's acid.
It's acid? Okay. I need
Yeah,
you
an
to make a
extra
con save.
Oh, but don't I do like 1d6 more of damage with the
Not... It's on attacks, but he's also dead. It doesn't matter. So,
Oh!
he only had 15 hit points left. So I need you to make a con save.
Okay. Constitution. Hey!
So you take 6 points of poison damage as he explodes in your face.
I feel like Buster is used to this sort of thing, since, he used to lick blood off of bar tavern floors and whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's come a long way.
One of them whips around on you, Curtis, as you slash it from behind. Oh shit.
Ah.
Ah!
So
No.
you take 11 points of damage from the first attack.
Blech.
Does an 8? I think an 18 hits you, right? 9 points of damage from the second attack. So it just leaps forward and buries its claws into you, and you can feel it like trying to reach inside to find organs. The other
No.
one's going to
Delicious.
continue to wail on Buster.
Ugh.
14 to hit.
No,
Yes.
no.
4 points of damage. Oh, I ignore that 7.
Oh, okay.
And then second attack. 7 won't hit you. Okay.
Oh, wow.
This
That's a
one
surprise.
rushes down the stairs at Joyden and tries to rake its claws across your back. That's not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. 2 of them are gonna slash at Chris. 2. 17 doesn't hit you. 3. 21 will hit you, and 4. So Chris is a whirlwind of swords and parries and ducks and dodges. Only one of them managed to rake across her forearm, so you take 8 points of damage. The other one discovers that it cannot murder this veteran and will also attack Joyden.
Damn it.
Also, I want to
You
use
wanna-
my reaction and do a.
Sure. 2 hits, Joyden. 4
Where's my thing?
and 8.
This one.
Go ahead. What's your reaction, Chris?
Gallon.
Melee attack. You can use your reaction. This one, so you need to make an attack against it.
Does that hit?
Yep.
Oh, good.
So 19 points of damage against which one?
I don't know, whichever one I had been
The
hitting.
one you've been wailing on? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So as you're in this like whirling dervish mode, sort of dodging back, it reaches out and rakes its hand across your forearm, just clawing it and drawing blood. But you just let it pull your hand forward and stab into its chest. Whatever energy it was keeping it alive goes, and as you pull the blade out, the wound begins to bubble and broil, and then there's just a gout of fluid comes out of its chest. I need you to
Cool,
make
great.
a Constitution saving throw.
I love it. Oh no.
Was that with the resistance?
Resistance means she takes half, so you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
So,
I'm not looking
she's
too hot
covered in
right now,
gore.
you guys.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Curtis, it's your turn.
I assume if I move past this Zombo, it's gonna take an attack of opportunity. But I want to get to this one.
Not as long as you don't leave its like threat range, you're okay. You can like walk around it.
Right.
So you're fine.
Does Bestow Curse work?
Only one way to find out.
If I
What's your spell
touch
save
it?
DC?
16.
17.
Damn it. All right. Well.
So it succeeds, so it has no effect, unfortunately.
Ugh.
So
Well.
you reach out, grasp at this thing. You feel the curse of like whatever energy, like the darkness of of your bardic ways pour out of you and into it, and it seems to have no effect on it.
Ugh. I just touched it for no reason.
As you pull your hand away, like bits of papery skin are stuck to your hand or your glove.
Ugh. Just wipe it on my skirt. Ugh.
Joyden.
Well, shit. Disengage again from this thing. I am.
Really wants to be your friend, Jordan.
Oh, you know, he has to buy me dinner first.
That's the deal.
Gotta treat a girl nice.
Grab me.
Friend.
Chris, you're looking pretty bad, so I'm not going to attack the one you're attacking. But I'll attack the one that was attacking me.
Well, I mean, I can take it if it explodes on me. I'll be fine.
A 10 will hit whichever one you decide to shoot.
Okay, well then I'll shoot this one because fuck that guy.
Which one?
The one that Chris was next to.
Click and hold on it for me. Okay, okay, cool. So go ahead and roll damage. 26. Damn. Arrow thuds into its ear. Icicles begin to form across its face. You guys can see Jordan like runs off, looks over, and is like hesitating on which one to shoot, and yells out to Chris, "I don't want to shoot the one next to you." And Chris is like, "I can take it." He's like, "Okay," shoots that one. Which makes it Galabi's turn.
Alright, Galabi. It's time to stab the one that was attacking Curtis because Curtis is being nice to me.
When have I not been nice to you?
And we'll talk about that later.
15 hits.
Hey. Yeah, not bad.
Galabi's doing damage, man. He's
Yeah.
figured out a pattern. He's just like going from the ear and eye holes. He's like, and you can hear him telepathically. He's like, "Get the soft bits, the soft bits."
That's right, boy.
That's Glabi, which makes it Layla's turn. Layla, you can turn undead again if you have more channel divinity.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where a good spot would be, and I think it's where the 3 are down here.
You want me to lure some more out for you?
Not yet. 30 feet. Does that put me in range of 2, I guess? How are you guys looking over here?
I'm gonna fix Chris on my turn.
I'm less than half,
Oh,
which is fair.
okay.
I'm-
Then how far away are you, Jordan, from me? You're pretty
Don't worry about healing me.
Don't worry about healing you.
Should be.
No, I worry. That's all I do is worry. How's Curtis? Curtis is alright?
Yeah, I haven't been
Seemed cool.
swiped yet.
Okay, then I will cast Beacon of Hope. And
Okay.
how far is Healing Word? 60 feet?
Beacon of Hope is you can only choose creatures within 30 feet of you.
Yeah,
So
so I'm gonna have to move again. I think.
I
to
would let you get. I mean, that would just be Kelric.
And it is advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws. And they regain
And max hit point.
Hit points.
I'm full, so.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, girlie?
I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do Beacon of Hope, and then can I?
It'll only get Kelric, who has full hit points.
It's a concentration.
I actually thought that Beacon of Hope you could point to where it's, but it's not around them.
It's
Oh, I
it
have to be within range to cast
you have
it.
to be within range when you cast it on the person.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, choose any number of creatures within range, which means everybody needs to be within 30 feet of you when you do it.
I gotcha. Okay. Then I will just move here, and there's 30 feet. 2 of these. I will cast the turn undead thing.
Okay. Wisdom saves. If they fail, they're dead, right?
Yep.
Dead? And still alive. So one of them is melted away into ash by the
Okay.
pink opalescent light of Layla. Is that your last channel divinity?
It is. I only get 2.
Okay. Chris, it is your turn then.
Let's stab. Let's keep stabbing.
Can I bonus action healing word Jordan?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that.
Hooray!
Okay, you get 10 hit points back. You need to toggle that radiant damage on and off. Hit. 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 Go ahead and roll that sweet damage.
Boop.
First one kills it.
Okay.
So you lunge out with your rapier, sort of pommel it in the side of the head. Its head rocks off to one side, and as it tries to stand back up straight, the other one flicks out across its throat. Black ooze begins to boil out of it. Its body begins to swell, and then I need you to make a con save.
Boop.
You will take half of half. You'll take. Wait, isn't that how
Four.
resistance works?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. So you'll take. Yeah, four points of damage.
Nice. then
And
can I-
that's just your action. You can move. You can
Yeah,
move
can
over
I-
here and stab this one if you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to continue stabbing this one.
Okay, so yeah, your other 2 attacks hit, so it'll be 19 damage against that guy. So Chris stabs it. You don't even look. You just turn. The goose splatters across the back of Chris's head. She rushes over at the other one, lunges forward with the rapiers, brings them up underneath its chin, and they cross out and come out of its cheeks.
Woo.
Ouch.
Did you want to put any like flourish on it, Chris, or
I should do something.
if you want,
A little.
throw some stank on it?
Yeah. Down. Yeah. I'll just trip it.
Okay, strength save.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. What? Oh wait.
It's
hang
based
on.
on your strength, right?
Yeah, I need to go look. Oh, that is my spell save DC.
That's
and
it?
my strength DC. Whatever.
Okay.
That's my DC.
Gotcha. Okay. It is still standing then, but it is severely injured, which makes it Kelrick's turn.
I think as Chris like passes by Kelrick, he just pats her again.
Thanks.
Just like, oh, there she goes.
You get 15 hit points as you go rushing by. Did you want to move or anything, Kelrick?
I
Great.
think
Good healing, nature healings.
you know what? I think I'll back up to like I don't know near Jordan generally, or actually yeah, just like here, and then Jordan can
Okay.
come up here to get his heals.
Buster.
Oh,
Because I figure you're moving that way anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely not deeper into this.
All right, time to turn my attention on this bloke. There. And I'm gonna vomit on you. No, I did it. Okay, I'm just.
vomit. Who gets to
So-
vomit?
You can move your hex over to him.
Oh,
that
sweet.
So that he's hex now, and then you could do like whatever attack you wanted to do.
All right, physical attack then, because that's.
It counts for spells too. So if you have like a spell attack, I don't know.
I'm gonna do my rapier.
Okay, so kill stab. So go ahead and roll damage. 'Cause
Alright.
that definitely hits.
Hey.
10 plus a d6. So roll a d6 for me.
All right.
plus another 2.
Cool.
So as you turn and whip around, the like weird blood energy swirls out of the one's corpse and begins burying itself into this one. As you stab your rapier into it, you can see the like tendrils of red energy try to dig in deeper.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that makes it its turn.
Oh.
I will roll a d4. 1 or 2, it's Buster. 3 or 4, it is Curtis.
Buster.
It's Buster.
Hey!
To
How'd
Claude,
you
we get
do that?
Buster.
Huh.
14
I turned to look at Curtis, and Curtis is just like,
and 14 and 12. Either one of those hit, Buster.
Oh yeah, they sure do.
Okay.
Both of them?
8
Oh my
and
god.
7, so 15 points of damage.
God, you rolled too high.
They don't do that much damage. You just have a really low AC.
I know. My AC's bollocks.
The other one claws at Curtis from behind. 20
Yeah.
and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 and 7, so 15 points of damage.
Oh
The
goody.
2 of you are just getting laid into over there, shredded apart. Meanwhile, on the
Ouch.
other side of the battlefield, everything's going quite swimmingly. Curtis, it's your turn.
Can I inspire Buster again?
I think it lasts a minute, so he still has it. He hasn't used it.
All right, cool.
Oh, can I use that with my rapier?
You can like add to the attack roll. So if you miss, you can roll it, and then it might let you hit. An 18 will definitely hit.
Oh, I get you now. It's not.
Boom.
Okay.
It's to the attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. So if you're like trying to jump over a river, Curtis can give you inspiration to try to help you with that. Or if
Okay.
you want to grapple somebody, or if you want to try to stab them, it's to the to hit roll, things like that.
Okay.
6 points of damage to which one?
Uh.
The one you're facing there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another slash of a sword. It stumbles back. Its
Phew.
arm kind of flops off, and it's still raking forward. However, Joyden.
I am going. Chris, you're fine, right? Sure.
Good for now.
just all these arrows.
There.
Everybody's measuring, like trying to plan out their next turn.
Stairs. And, anyway, yeah, I want to attack the one that.
This guy.
Yeah, Curtis, you're fine, right? Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
15 will hit.
Ooh, that's a big
Or,
range.
19
Yee.
plus 4, 23.
Sure.
Okay, so you just hear like a horrifying whip crack noise behind you, Curtis. And as you turn and look, there's just like a spar of ice sticking out between this thing's eyes and black goo slowly pouring out.
Delicious.
Do I need to duck?
Not yet. Is that your turn, Jordan?
I yell, "Duck!" right after.
Globby's turn.
All right, Globby, do your thing. I hope.
Glove, do your thing, stab.
Oh.
7 does not hit, unfortunately. It
Right.
recoils back from the arrow coming out of this thing's head and then flits back in, but the creature moves, like skitters off to the side on all fours.
Oh, darn it.
Layla.
Do you guys remember back in the day whenever Sydney's familiar got like all of that resistance from Tomb of Annihilation?
God.
Hold please. Am I 60 feet from them?
Oh.
Oh, 63. Okay. I'm gonna move 5 feet,
Okay.
and then I'm going to mass healing word at 3rd level. Hope you guys don't plan on eating tonight.
Everybody gets 13 hit points back. Oh, I'm sorry, 9. 9 hit
9,
points.
and then I have that life cleric thing. I don't think we added that into there.
It is not on that one. No, it's on your cure wounds spell. I never added it to the other one. Oh, I hope nobody's looking at my butt right now.
Definitely.
Hey!
I'm gonna put the cure wounds in so I can see how much it is.
It's like plus the
3?
spells level.
So 9 plus 3.
Okay, so 12 points. You guys all get 12 points of healings. As
Thank
another
you.
wave of pink, effervescent, happy energy boils off of your friend Layla.
Thank you.
Aw.
Chris.
Time for a stabbing. I'm gonna do a stab. Gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah.
Roll 20. There we go.
Second attack kills it.
Cool.
So, and then, hey, can you make a con save for me real quick?
Yeah, I'm already on it.
Ah, shit.
Hey.
So 7 halves, you take 3
Nice.
points of poison damage. And you stab into it, rip the blade out, stab into it again, rip the blade out, stab into it again, rip the blade out. And like about halfway through the third stab, you realize it's about to explode again. Leap
It's only
back and
the
throw your
second.
hands over your face, and it crosses your arm.
I still have one stab left.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you
Let's
could
see.
move.
Yeah. Trying to see how far I need to be from a thing to use. Oh, 30 feet. Oh, how close can I get?
You can get within 30.
No.
No. No, take double movement.
Wait.
But you can use your movement to, like, run up.
Yeah, but it's not as close as I want.
Well, while you're figuring that out, Calric, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. I'm a move with my feet. They work
Measured.
whenever I have my selection thing selected.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me see the. Oh wait, what is the range on that? Okay. All right. I'm gonna just be there. Okay. I'm gonna just do double movement.
Okay. Buster.
Oh, I'm sick of these poopy heads.
Stupid poopy heads.
Poopy,
Oh wait,
poo-poo.
Buster, you took damage last turn. I usually make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
DC 10.
Okay.
It's just to maintain your hex.
Oh, okay.
Fine, you're fine. Yep, that one's good.
Okay.
Are you trying to figure out how you can move exactly nowhere
That's
but
good.
use all of your movement, Jordan?
Pretty much. It was just like
Look at that little twirly twirl. Oh my
What are
gosh.
you people doing? I'm gonna disable it.
Wee, wee,
So go
wee.
ahead and take your turn, Buster.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna just spell. Let's see. I can do burning hands.
Okay. They need to make it's a dex save, I think, for burning hands.
Sure. Let me check.
Fail. Doesn't matter what kind of save it was. So he takes 6. You did not cast that at max level.
I didn't. Oh.
No, you have to as a warlock. All your spells are cast at whatever the max level is. So,
Oh.
what's your max spell level?
3.
4th.
Oh, 4th.
So cast Burning Hands again. I'm going to ask you at what level. Let's change that to 4th level.
Oh, okay.
I will seriously turn this off. You don't get extra damage. It's not an attack roll, so you don't get extra damage from hex.
I'm sorry. No, I thought I hid it from others. I didn't know you could still see it.
It's still only rolled 3. Hang on.
God, for fuck's sake. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Hang on. It should ask you. It doesn't. Let me look at the spell.
Why is hiding it from others an option if it doesn't actually hide it?
When you cast the spell, the
Roll
spell
20
slot
broken.
using included the. Oh, that's hex. No, go away, hex. Burning Hands. 3d6 fire damage. When you cast the spell at 2nd level or higher, it's a d6 for each extra spell slot. So higher level cast is 1 d6. Did that fix it? That fixed it. Okay. Do it again for me
Okay.
at 4th level.
Cast at what level? Oh.
And then change the drop down to 4.
Oh.
There you go. Now it's right.
Yeah.
14 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so gout of fire. I'm gonna assume you angle it so that you like don't hit Curtis, or do you want to
Yeah,
hit Curtis? If you hit
I don't want
Curtis,
to hit him.
if you hit Curtis, you can hit the other zombie.
I'm not gonna hit Curtis this time.
Okay.
Oh, this
Not
time.
today.
Hey, you're lucky.
Not feeling it.
Whoop. Sorry, I'm just entertaining myself.
He's burning.
Wow.
Immolation.
So you could angle it just like that.
Fuck that.
It's because they were so pale you thought they needed a tan.
So, from your point of view, Curtis, there's just like he does the thing where he puts his thumbs together and holds out his hands, and there's just this fucking flamethrower that goes off in front of your face, and the
Yeah,
zombies
my eyebrows get
emulated in
singed
front of you.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a
Honestly,
little
I'm
warm.
half surprised that Buster doesn't like burp his flame.
Which
Burp
makes it
between my
Zambo's turn. So we'll roll to see which one this guy attacks. Hey, guess what,
Uh-oh.
Buster?
What?
Oh my god! Do I have like something delicious emanating from my butt cheeks?
10.
Your meat.
Does the 10 hit?
No, it
Okay,
does
you
not.
don't get hit this turn. The other one attacks Curtis twice.
Owie.
18,
Yeah.
21.
Yep.
Boop. 6. 6, so 12 points of damage. There's nobody left alive over here, right? No, okay. Cool. Just the veteran is like, ha, what ho!
Hello.
Curtis, it's your turn.
I defeated them all by myself.
Well, if I can still see in front of me.
I look forward to telling my illusionary children about this later.
Years to come.
Yep, that hits.
It just got embers in my eyes.
I need Buster and Curtis to make deck saves. Or sorry, con saves.
Uh-oh.
Buster, you take 6 points of poison damage. Curtis, you take all 12. So Curtis, as you leap forward with Mythcar, you slash out, and you feel the blade sing through and cut the dude's head off. The head flops off to the side. The body collapses on the ground and begins to convulse. And then separately, they begin to swell up and fling black sludge everywhere.
Ugh.
Joyden, it is your turn.
Yes. Curtis, how are you looking?
I just got a face full of fire, and I just got exploded on.
And they didn't cancel out.
I know.
I don't want to shoot the zombie.
Buster burned off my eyebrows, and now there's weird goo in it. Right in with a burned off eyebrow.
I'm covered in slime, and I'm burning. I'm sunburnt.
It's Urge Buddy!
Hey, I could have burned you. She wanted that.
I hope you forgive me for this, Curtis.
What? Who said that?
Okay. I need Curtis and Globby to both make con saves.
Oh shit. Okay.
Curtis, you will take 7,
All right.
and Globby will take 7. As another icicle arrow into one of their bodies, it begins to swell and distend, and then it explodes again. There's a moment of tension as you wait to hear other scraping and scratching noises coming from further in the city. And after a brief pause, you hear nothing else come rushing out.
Oh.
Are Alora?
Hold
I
up
think
the
it's
lamp that I took.
Okay. Ha! So there's a shining bronze lantern in her hand.
I want to shake it.
It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't sound like there's anything in it.
Oh.
It's a silent lantern.
Hmm.
So there's no like sloshing of fluids from the inside.
Cool. I'm gonna smell it.
It just smells like metal. It doesn't have the smell of like oil.
I'm gonna lick it.
It tastes like metal.
I'm gonna look inside of it.
You try to open the lid, it won't open.
Oh.
Hey, oh, actually, no. Kelrick's just gonna walk up to Jordan and hold out the bracers that he picked up at the last thing. Because they're useful.
No, it's okay. Layla already gave me bracers. I mean, not bracers, but the bracelet.
Magical one?
So they're like armored bracers that like you like what Aragorn takes from I almost said Baltimore. They're like grayish leathered bracers, and then on them they have what looks like a quiver of like arrows bound by a piece of twine like etched into them with like gold filigree inside the etching.
Oh. Oh. These are. Sorry, Layla. These are much nicer than Layla.
So yeah,
I
they're
heard
they're the bracers of archery.
They do this.
I do stealthy stuff to
Join.
run away.
But Jordan, look, I just posted what they do in chat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome. So I put on the braces immediately.
Yeah, and so Jordan's like, thanks, and then just like turns and steps through a window and is fucking gone. Like just disappears behind the dirty glass, and you're like, okay.
Pretty much.
Here, I can add them to your character sheet
It's funny.
Oh.
while you guys are doing whatever else you want to do.
I guess I
guess-
want to keep doing the same detect magic thing. Sorry.
Other than the stuff that you guys have on you, that's the lantern is the only magic.
Have I been pinging any other peoples?
No, you still haven't found anybody that seems to be alive.
Right.
Hmm?
You know what things do, right?
I
You can use your eyeballs to figure out what magic stuff does, right?
it would take like an hour, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll save
Okay.
it for later then. I want you to look at this lamp.
Okay. Just for out of character purposes, I thought I had identify, but I did not.
Oh,
Womp womp.
well, Layla doesn't have identify either, does she?
Nobody does.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll just
Although you might be able to
Kinda
ask Curtis
do
about
open
it to
this
see if there's
lamp.
any lore around the thing.
What?
yeah, do it.
What do you need my help with?
Use your eyes.
Curtis has got 4 hit points. He's just sitting on the ground bleeding, covered in goo, his eyebrows burnt off. You're like, what are you gonna ask Curtis about? He's like, what? Yeah, I got you.
Just bring it to me and I can feel it.
Oh, Curtis, you want some healing, buddy?
Look at this thing. You want like some beef jerky or something?
Do we have to feed it to me like a baby bird?
Maybe I'll do that if you want.
Could just
Dragons
wanna know,
think they're
can you?
young.
That's how my parents fed me when I was a child.
Aw.
Meat mush.
And like Chris, in that moment, you have like a weird, distinct memory of like shoving your head into a dragon's mouth and it like vomiting food at you. But like your head, your face, like it's like your face but smaller, but like also maybe you had a snout. Like it's a weird mixed up memory.
If you guys want to huddle up, I'll do a little prayer of healing.
That'll take like 10 minutes, right? I don't know if you want to
What's-
stay in here for
it's
10 minutes.
Do we wanna stay in
13
here for
plus
10?
19. So that's 32. So you get 32 back.
Oh, you're casting the runes. Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, then I won't cast the prayer of healing.
Yeah, we could probably get out of here actually.
Okay. I'm
Happen
going to
to
use
hit
the charges
more
on the staff to make us walk quietly.
Zombies.
Oh, that's where you were casting Pass Without a Trace from. I used it earlier, but I was like, I know Kelrick cast that spell. I don't see it on their spell sheet. I don't know. I
if
know they
you
could do it.
you used it, I can only I can't.
It
do
was like it would have
Oh,
been
no,
like 3
yes, I
days
can.
ago on the game. It was fine. It was back when you guys were at Darkhold.
Okay, yeah, and you'll have to tell me about the dreams after the session.
Yeah. You had a dream where like the pale face was hovering over your eyes at your head again with the burning eyes and the sharp teeth, and you felt the hand plunge into your chest again.
Oh,
That was Kelrick's dream.
did I make my rolls?
There weren't any rolls to be made. It just kind of
Oh.
happened,
Okay.
and then you woke up.
Okay. Well, I know the last time,
No, but it might be worth taking when you guys level up again, because you might want to learn to identify.
Be useful.
I don't know it yet, but I can learn it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I was gonna see if it was possible to do a history check on it.
I mean, you could just to see if there's like lore about it, but it wouldn't tell you specifically what it does.
True, but then you'd at least have an idea if it's a good or a bad thing.
You have magic rock.
Oh, I
mean-
forgot about that thing.
Do we still have that?
The Stone of Lore? Yeah. 'Cause Buster doesn't talk to it anymore.
I
Oh.
forgot about it.
My rock?
Your son.
Oh, the irony of forgetting about the stone floor.
How could I forget my beautiful rock?
It could tell you all about whatever the fuck this thing is.
It's one of your sons.
Yeah.
But I guess that means you
Yeah.
forgot 2 sons.
Mhm.
That hurt.
You feel something nuzzle into the back of your hair.
Oh, they're globby.
Yeah, Globby like looks around. He's hurt too. Like he's got goo all over him. He's like dripping with it. He
Oh,
looks around a little frustrated and annoyed. Is he resistant to poison damage?
let me see. Yes,
He's
he
immune to
is.
poison damage. He's fucking fine. It didn't
Oh,
even
he's-
hurt him.
Aww.
Yay.
He's just like licking it. He's just like and eating it.
Oh, yeah, he's like, you're gonna use it for his own poison.
Yeah, like telepathically. He's like, yeah, if I ingest it, I can adapt it and put it out in my stinger. It's gonna be great.
That's my boy.
Right, Dad. And he like climbs up on you, goes back under your hat.
Oh, the good boy. Eat that poison.
Like you can feel it dripping like on your head. You can feel him lapping it up under the hat.
Anyway,
So
here's my
Globby
rock.
doesn't bother to turn invisible this time. He just climbs up Buster and goes under the hat. So you guys all see him do it.
I poke the hat, and Globby feels better.
He actually didn't take any damage, so you can keep it.
Why did you say he looked awful?
Because he had 3 hit points, and then I was like, wait, isn't he resistant to
Oh,
poison
okay.
damage? And then I looked at his character sheet. He's actually immune to it.
Good thing he didn't pop then.
We got to remember that because he's resistant to cold, bludgeoning, piercings, and slashing from weapons, from anything that is not made with a silvered weapon, and he's immune to fire and poison.
So is this card just a card now?
It's just a card now.
Okay. Or actually, it's a blank piece of paper that's in a card shape because it said the picture disappears.
Yep.
I take the blank card.
So the question becomes, what do now?
Go make camp. So someone can tell me about this lamp.
Yeah, it's gonna have this.
Wait, hold on. But we, there might be more in the city, like other than zombies.
Thought we
Did
I
you
thought
want to
we
go?
walked around and there wasn't.
It's a little bit.
You walked around for a bit, maybe like half an hour. This is the only thing of interest that you guys found.
Oh,
If you really want to go, Jordan, we can go.
I do have invisibility. For-
And I have the pass without a trace. Between the 2 of us, no one will see Jack.
But yeah, I think it would be good just, for a couple hours just to scour the city. I mean, it might be destroyed. There's probably.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I will just let you guys know because that fight took a lot. I thought a bunch of these dudes would rush out. Layla would turn undead and kill a bunch of them, which happened, but she killed fewer of them than I was planning. She still killed 7 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of these little fucks.
Well, I had the well, if we were closer together, I could have killed more, but we were all spread out across the map, so it's
Yeah.
really hard for me to
Yeah.
decide.
But I'm gonna be honest. I mostly was like, this will be a chance for Layla to do something cool, and it was. But then it
Aw.
kept going. So yeah, you guys filter out of the city after another hour or so of searching. You don't find anything else of interest. It's just not there to find.
No
Um,
survivors.
Do what? There's no survivors. So far, in the 3 towns that you guys have visited, or 3 places that were populated, you have found 2 survivors who seem to have just been hiding the whole time.
Just because you haven't been successful up far does not mean you should stop looking.
It wouldn't, Layla. No. So the group of you head back out of town. You find a place to pitch camp. You regale your Abala and Rahid with your stories of the village, and you pull out this lantern and set it out in the center of camp. And that is where we will stop. And next week we can find out what the fuck the lantern does. I think most of you guys as players can probably guess.
Probably.
Oh, snap.
Yay! Time to rub a lamp.
Does
Oh,
chewing on it not count as rubbing?
Apparently,
I didn't get it.
It
didn't get it
specifically
until
says you
Buster
have to
said
take an action to rub it.
I mean, it was out of battle. So
You gotta have a cool story moment, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
how long ago did you guys hit level 8?
Like 3 weeks,
sessions.
4 weeks.
3-4 sessions. You guys want to level up?
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Yeah,
Or
sure, why
level up.
not?
Level
Yay.
We might
up.
as well.
You don't have to do it now because right now we have to do coolest moments.
Layla!
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
Layla
turning
do?
undead was pretty
The turn
cool.
undead?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty
that
good.
was fun.
You turned 7 of those motherfuckers.
Just to
Also,
die.
I wasn't there for half of it, but the fight between Buster and Layla was also very good.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, both the fight and the conversation afterwards, where Buster
How-
kind of was just like, I don't care.
So I cut out right when Chris basically suplexed Buster. Was that how that ended?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Chris was like, I'm just gonna pick Buster up.
I must say, Chris. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, Chris, kept a lot of bad shit from happening.
Diffusing the situation.
Well, I didn't want to make a decision on how that played out. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I was like, we're gonna roll initiative. And that way whatever happens, and nobody can blame me.
Right, you left it up to us, and I appreciate that about
and the
this.
dice, I appreciate that about you. Oh, really? Really, Rachel? That's what you appreciate about me?
Mhm. They're naturals.
Not your brains or bronze. Just
Dial it back about
Don't
3 notches there, Steely Dan.
don't forget how he looks in
Really,
leggings. That's
really,
important.
Steely Dan's a band.
I love Steely Dan.
Anything else? Any other cool moments?
the dreams. I love the
Yeah, the
Yay.
dreams were cool. I like those.
Yeah.
Creepy dreams.
Didn't have Asmodeus show up. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
always
he,
next time.
For me?
Or he made his offer and he's tired
Oh,
of
thank you.
dealing with it. He's got other shit to do.
Did he offer again today?
He offered me one the other night.
Yeah, Curtis had. I'll tell you everybody's dreams in summary. Curtis had a weird dream where Asmodeus offered him everything that he could in exchange for his soul, but Asmodeus didn't have an accent in the dream, and he was just like, "I'll reunite you with your son for your soul. No, I give you infinite money. No, I'll." And he was just like, "You want this? How about this? You want your own boat? I can give you your own boat."
I'm on a boat, man.
And Joyden had dreams of opening a shoe shop in Waterdeep, and then it burned down, and then the whole city burned down. Like a massive fire consumed the city. Layla had a dream where a huge black dragons flew over the night sky and like blocked out her vision of the stars. Buster had a dream of a monster chasing him down a hallway or down a corridor, too afraid to turn back and look at it.
At least it wasn't twins.
And then Chris had a dream where she was like a dragon reaching the end of their age who had come to the Well of Dragons to lay down and die. And that was basically what happened. They laid down and died.
Legit. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Also, you can probably watch it on YouTube or Twitch later. So, MVP.
Layla.
Yeah.
I was gonna vote Chris, but
Why Layla? For the turn undead?
Yeah, and she was keeping everybody up with, healing.
That
I know.
healing spell from Xanathars is pretty cool.
which one?
The one that like where you sacrifice your hit points for somebody
Oh
else.
yeah, the life transference.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Also, does Layla look okay? Does Layla need healing?
No,
Uh,
she good.
Okay.
For posterity, I'm gonna vote for Chris for suplexing Buster.
Yeah,
Cool,
I'm gonna
yeah.
vote for Chris as well.
So I
Yeah,
got
thank
2
you.
votes for Chris and 2 votes for Layla. Who did Rachel? Who did you vote for?
Chris for making sure I didn't burn a body.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, Buster, you're like your transition was great. Like doing this for your own good. But then Chris,
Well, that's 3 and 3. So Chris and Layla can start next session with inspiration,
Oh, nice.
Woohoo.
Yay.
and I can fling my neat journal. Oh, also I need to write the severed head on this because it says the Ventures of, and then you're supposed to put the name of the party here.
Aw.
The severed head.
This
Are we
is my.
we should be pirates now, because the severed head sounds like a pirate name.
I also looked back into my notes, and apparently Mr. Big Elf's name, like his real name, was Thomas.
Oh.
Aw.
I have to say, the Severed Head Adventures sounds a little foreboding.
You're the ones that
Fine.
came up with the name for yourselves. I didn't name
No,
you.
we came up with the name for the bar.
Well, what else do you want to call your adventuring party?
I don't know.
The proprietors of the severed head.
Yeah, that's who you are. You're the proprietors of the Severed Head.
No, I know, but my brain was because it says the Adventures of the Severed Head, so I was just like, what happens if you change it to Severed Head Adventures? No, that's what happens back at the bar.
Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Well, I will see you guys next week.
Love you guys. Bye.
Oh, yeah.